Big up, everyone. I'm embarrassed. I'm actually embarrassed, people. I can't believe what I've just seen. Title contenders, apparently. Going to win the Premiership. We've signed Eze and Gyökeres. We've got our number 9. Everything's cool. Everything's good. We're massive this season. Embarrassing. I can't show my face. This is disgraceful. I was watching long throw-ins in the first half. I'm frightened to come out now as an Arsenal fan. I don't want to admit that I'm an Arsenal fan. I've just seen Stoke City FC. Absolutely disgraceful. I've just put my sleeping bag away. My sleeping bag is away. I was on the sleeping bag. That's been put away. I've tucked my pillows away. I woke up in the 93rd minute because someone was cheering. There wasn't many cheering around me in the 93rd minute, but there was a couple of them cheering. I turned round. I said, "What are you cheering for?" And he said, "We've scored." I said, "Have we got 3 points?" He went, "No." I said, "Well, sit down in and shut up. Why are you cheering? We've just dropped valuable points at home. We dropped 3 at Anfield, and now we've dropped points at home against a poor Man City team, and you're cheering. Sit down. What are you doing?" Well, guys, I feel safe because I'm in with my lovely chat. I feel safe. I'm going to reveal myself to my people. I'm going to reveal myself to my proper Arsenal fans. Not the cardboard Arsenal fans. Not the ones that think it's all rosy and smelling nice. I'm revealing myself to the proper Arsenal fans, people. How are we all doing? Bless every one of you. Sorry that you've had to put yourself through that torture today. So here we have it, guys. Here we have it. Let's talk about it, yeah? So we sign Eze, FA Cup winner. 60-odd million pound. We sign Gyökeres. 50, 60-odd goals all around Europe. He's probably had about 8, 9 touches in the 5 games he's played. This is our number 9 that's scoring goals. No service. He's running around, starving. Starving. Man's getting food bank delivered to him tomorrow. He's getting a food bank delivery tomorrow. That's how hungry he is. Man's going to rock up in a van outside his house, delivering him parcels, giving him food bank. Gyökeres, you know, starving. And then you got Eze on the bench. He plays a number 10 and makes him captain. And yet when our number 10's injured, he plays without a 10. He goes away to Anfield early in the season against a Liverpool team where you've got the biggest chance of winning at Anfield in years. And he plays defensively and he comes out with nothing. So then you think, okay, well, you've got another crack at the whip. You've got another chance to beat your title rivals in a couple of weeks' time. When Man City rock up at Arsenal, that's been beaten by Spurs, been beaten by Brighton, and weren't brilliantly impressive against Man United, you've got a chance to now go and set a marker down. You've got a chance now to beat Man City, your rivals at home. You've just scored 8 goals at the Emirates. You've scored 5 against Leeds and you've scored 3 against Nottingham Forest. And you set up as if you're in a relegation battle and you need 3 points or you need a point to stay in the Premiership. And then you have the audacity to play Trossard on the left. And you don't only play him on the left, you play him for 83 minutes. 83 minutes. And then you've got Ethan Smith-Rowe on the bench and you bring him on the 83rd minute. And then Martinelli, who, by the way, played down the middle and scored, who'd have thought, that was set up by Eze, who you had on the bench, gets you out of jail. And then you have the audacity to say you dominated the game and you deserve to win and everything else, and you're very proud of your players. Well, you might be proud of your players, but they're not proud of the manager. All them players are going home tonight thinking, God, dear oh Lord, if only, eh? If only we had a different manager. If only we set up differently. Big up everyone in the chat, guys. Big up everyone in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm in a foul mood tonight, people. This ain't going to be pretty. This ain't going to be a pretty. This ain't going to be a nice, easy sit back. Big up AJ always. I'm telling you, 1-0 Port Vale incoming. That's going to penalties, brother. Big up, my friend. Big up AJ. Big up the Bav Ripper. Arteta's interview after was even worse than the result. Performance, he always doubles down. Absolute prick. He's an idiot, mate. I've had enough. I'm sick and tired of it now. I'm no more Mr. Nice Guy now. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. I'm paying big bucks to go and watch this team. It's a waste. I'm never going to be able to get that time back. Ever. Draw against Newcastle is exactly what I predicted. Then a draw against United, which we won. Yeah. The problem is, Jam Boy, it's the fact that this manager is not giving this team a chance to even win football matches. They're not even getting the chance because of the way he's setting up and because of his tactics. They're not even given the chance of winning football matches. Honestly, I don't know what I was watching in that. I don't know what I was watching. Yeah, but the second half was better. The second half was much more like it. No, it weren't. No, it weren't. Donnarumma, how many saves did Donnarumma have to make? Big up my friend Paul Nash. Big up DJB. Do you remember the days when you bought a big money signing and couldn't wait to unleash him in the big games? Not a fucking spineless manager alert. Massive. 100%. 100%. Big up the community. Big up everyone. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure if you haven't subbed, please sub to the channel. It will help. Mick Pulis again. It is. I said it time and time again, guys. We've spent all this money and we're playing like Stoke City. You got Declan Rice long throw-ins that can't even hit the penalty spot with them. I wouldn't mind if you had a specialist long throw person, someone that could throw the ball long and hard and direct. But we ain't even got a player that can throw the ball. So why are you playing long throw-ins? Got no one that can fucking throw it. Big up the Shane Gooner, man. My right-hand man, he's probably fuming as well. His breakfast show is going to be massive. I know it is. Make sure you sub. Follow Shane Gooner. Yeah. We've been telling you for ages, guys. We've been telling you and telling you and telling you. I've just been on Lee's. Lee was late coming on, so I couldn't spend that long a time on Lee's. I wish I could have. He's been saying it. He's been crying it out. Matty, Northside, Rashid, Views, Shane, Aaron, everyone, man. If I've forgotten whoever, BBK, everyone. We've been calling it for ages. This is rinse and repeat. We're having the same conversation now that we had last season and the season before. I'm going mad. I think I'm going mad. Seriously. Gyökeres Eze hung out to dry. He doesn't want them. Havertz will be starting. Yep, he will be starting when he's fit. Trust me, Terry Tibbs. 100%. 100%. Because it fits his system. This manager didn't know what to do when we was 1-0 down. Because he's so used to not having. He's so used to defending, he don't know how to attack. He's forgotten how to attack. He hasn't got a clue. He's been scarred. He's been scarred. He's got PTSD or something. I don't know what he's got. Arteta reminds me of a thief that steals just to return the goods so that he could call a great man. Exactly, Guardian, man. You know, didn't you? Lynch, big up, my friend, always. Big up. Not starting Eze is a control thing. It's over management, overthinking, inexperienced amateur management, slapping Eze in his face in disgrace. He's hanging him out to dry, my friend. Eze's your next Aubameyang. He's hanging him out. It's going to kill him. It's going to absolutely kill him. I bet he sometimes wakes up and thinks he wishes he was back at Crystal Palace. These players are not stupid, you know. These players know what's going on. Mourinho can't believe his luck. He can't believe he's getting in the team. Don't even start me on Zubimendi. If anyone tells me that Zubimendi's a good player, then you ain't been watching football. Because I grew up watching Ronaldinho. I grew up watching Zidane. I grew up watching Pirlo. I grew up watching Paul Gascoigne, Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs. I've been growing up watching all sorts of players. Not even your Ronaldinhos and the usual bunch. I'm just talking about good players. Matt Letizier's and players like this. Zubimendi is another Granit Xhaka at this football club. You get the odd game out of him where he looks $1 million. Other than that, he's bang average. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Don't know where to play. Don't know where to slot in. Don't know how to pick a pass. Can't run with the ball. Can't tackle. Gets barged off the ball. Gets shoved off the ball. Man's a disaster. I'm not having it. I'm sorry. I'm not having it. If he's an upgrade on Partey, you come and tell me different. Someone tell me different in the chat if you think he's an upgrade on Partey. He's never an upgrade on Thomas Partey. You're living in dream world if you think Zubimendi's an upgrade on Thomas Partey. I'd rather see Norgard out there. Give me Norgard. Give me Norgard. I'll tell you what, he'll probably... Where about it? I'll tell you what, Arteta, why don't you play Norgard, Zubimendi, Marino, Rice? Why don't you play them all in midfield, yeah? And put Gyökeres on the bench. Do that. Do that. If you're going to act like an idiot and think we're all idiots as Arsenal fans, why don't you do that? Set up like that. Set up with Norgard, Zubimendi and all of that in midfield. Surprise us. Djb, I've seen some really bad managers under this manager, but this is right up there. AFC always shocking. Absolutely shocking. And you're going to have channels defend him. You're going to have channels defend him. You're going to have channels saying, oh, well, we didn't lose, did we? At least we got something from the game. It could have been a lot worse. Where could it have been a lot worse? You tell me where it could have been a lot worse. We've dropped 2 points at home against a poor Man City team, and they're a poor team. Everton. I watched Everton at Anfield yesterday, right? And they're a better team than Man City. Daz a smoked you. Big up, my friend. Big up, DJ. I feel the pain about the season ticket. Not sure if I even want to renew the ticket. If we end the season trophy-less again and Arteta is still there. Telling you now, bro. If he's still there next season, I ain't renewing. That's how close I am. Having said that, I probably will, because then you'll get an Arteta, or you'll probably get a fan that thinks the world shines out of this geezer's backside will probably get my season ticket. So for that alone, I'll renew it, because I know for a fact that this manager eventually will go. Forza Roma, Terry Tibbs, Forza Roma. Absolutely, Forza Roma, my friend. Yeah, he's been watching the Italian football. Shane Gooner, big up, my friend. Big up the Jam Boy. Big up Binks. Big up Qualm. Luke James, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the community, my friend. Welcome. Make sure you smash a like, sub to the channel. This manager needs to go. He will go. Newcastle is off a shit draw v Bournemouth. They'll be hungry. Mikel's time is coming to an end. I said Christmas, Lynch. I said Christmas. I said if we're playing this badly come January and we are way behind, we're 5 points behind Liverpool already. Yeah. If that 5 points by Christmas turns into 10, I've got a feeling they could strike with this manager. Be the best Christmas present I've ever had. Seriously. He's killing my football club. And you know what's killing it even more? The fan base that puts up with it. It's the fans that put up with it is killing it more than this manager. What standards have you got for your football club if you're accepting this? Big up, AJ, all day long, my friend. Big up. Honestly, absolute disgrace. I couldn't believe it. When I saw that team sheet, when he rocked up with that team sheet, you know when you double take on something and you can't, like, you go, is that for real? Like, you know when something bad's happened on the news and you hear like a bad bit of news on the news and you look at it and you go, is that for real? Did that really happen? Did that guy walk in and shoot everyone? Did that really happen? And you can't actually believe it. That's how I was when that team sheet rocked up. I'm thinking, nah, I'm seeing things here. That ain't Trossard on the left. That ain't Eze and Wanyeri on the bench. Tell me that ain't right. That's a misprint. Ridiculous. Dan 1983, big up the Liverpool. That's some game yesterday, man. Hats off to Everton. Sorry, my friend. I've got to say it. As I said, I'm just talking sheer football here, my friend. But I thought Everton deserved a point out of that game. I thought you was lucky. Second half, I wouldn't say you were lucky, but I think Everton played really, really well. They're a good team. Moisey's got them playing some good football. If he was our manager and only one trophy in 6 years with $1 billion spent, I'd be calling for his head. Mind you, I called for Hodgson's head before he even started. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. Look at West Ham. They're having demonstrations, you know. Big up the views. Make sure you sub to the views. Another real one. West Ham are demonstrating. Against the board, manager. We've got people in the armoury going to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds after watching that crap. Going in the armoury, giving him more money. There you go. Give Arteta a pay rise. I'll have 5 of them shirts and I'll have 2 of that and 3 of that. I'll have the new tracksuit top at like 200 quid. I'll have a clock off the wall. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad. I don't get it. There's fans celebrating a 93rd minute equaliser and they're jumping up and down and going absolutely nuts. Sit down. Why are you celebrating a draw? And then what he does, we're 1-1. He takes off Gyökeres and brings on a Mosquera, brings on a defender. So that we don't concede. I mean, come on, man. Come on. How can you defend it? Partey saved us. City 1-1, 60th minute. He scored then and was unleashed for 5. Zubi did miss the ball, bicycle laugh at it, but Zubi did save us against Forest with a. He's not saving anyone, Johnny. Minimum expectations beating Forest. These are the games you've got to go and win. These are the games you've got to win. You put City to bed. You're playing them at home. They're not the City of old. They're there for the taking. And he sets up with that team. You can't defend it, Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mate. You just can't. There is nothing you can say today that convinces me that this manager got it tactically right. Nothing. If he'd have gone out there with Eze, played 2 holding midfield players, played Partey and Zubimendi or Partey and Marino, played Martinelli on the left, Eze in the middle, Madueke, then he'd have brought on Saka, played Gyökeres, and the game's end to end, and we're playing some good football, and we've had shots, and Donnarumma's saving and tipping them round the post, and one off the line, penalty shouts turned down, and we lose. I'm giving it, well, okay. Things happen. Gutted that we've lost. But he doesn't even give the team a chance to go and play like that. It's boring. It's predictable. It's negative. It's just crazy, man. No, of course he doesn't. Absolutely. And I'll tell you another frightening thing. If City had gone for it, if City had have really gone for that game, I bet they're kicking themselves. I bet Man City are absolutely kicking themselves. I bet they're thinking, why didn't we really turn it up? Why didn't we really, really turn it on and go for it? They'd have probably won. How bad has this manager made Gyökeres look? How bad does Victor Gyökeres looks? Oh, my days. Said it when we signed him. 15 goals if you're lucky. And yet Arsenal fans are going, 25, 30 goals. He ain't scoring over 20 goals in this team. No chance. I've got more chance of scoring 20 goals. Arteta subject into at least an athletic technical midfield since he was a player. Yeah, he had no bottle as a player. Big up to lovely lads at the top mods. Big up everyone. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure that you smash a like. Make sure that you sub to the channel as well. It does help us out. Keeping the community going, guys. Couldn't be worse, but not a lot. How could it have been worse, Johnny? We have now, right? What you don't realise, the long-term effect of today's result. If we want to win the Premiership, we have to go now to the Etihad and win. We have to beat Liverpool at the Emirates. We have to go and beat Newcastle next week. As I said, we've got harder teams to come. There's better teams in this league at this moment than Manchester City. Spurs are going to be tougher than Man City. Everton at their new stadium is going to be tougher than Man City. And I'll tell you what, you're all going to think I'm mad, but Sunderland at their own ground is going to be tough. They were 10 men today, 1-0 down. 10 men, 1-0 down against Aston Villa. And they drew 1-1 and should have won. %, Bev. Anyone still defending Arteta is not an Arsenal fan. 100%. 100%. You've got no ambition. There's no ambition as an Arsenal fan if you're defending this football manager. If you think this is acceptable, if you think playing like that, if you think setting up like that is acceptable, then you're not an Arsenal fan. I didn't accept it with Terry Neal when he got us to 3 FA Cup finals. No one was accepting it with Arsene Wenger, one of our greatest ever football managers. With credit in the bank, no one was accepting it with Arsene Wenger. And yet they're accepting this with Arteta. How? Why? Why? What, you got shares? Does he pay you? Do you get money in your bank every month from him? Do you get bonuses from him? What do you get? I understand what some people get off of certain channels. They get like a little box or a little press room or a little shake of your hand of the players when they come through. Other than that, what you getting? Nothing. How does Arteta have more devoted fan base than Wenger? Don't know, my friend. Skull, don't know. Haven't got a clue. Couldn't tell you. I haven't got a clue what it is. I'm only telling you what it is, my friends. It's just terrible. Yep, I can't believe no Eze in the 11. You and Shane were calling that double take. Me and honestly, Lynch, I'm telling you now, right? You can read this manager like a book. He's predictable. So predictable. But every now and again, he'll shock you by putting someone random like Trossard. His next move will probably be putting Zubimendi at right back or something. You know what I mean? We got Liverpool perfect result today. No wonder they're jumping. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Yeah. £1.3 billion spent, and we're playing like Stoke City, Johnny. You got Calafiori and Declan Rice doing long throw-ins. You got 3 defensive midfield players and playing for corners and set pieces. Stoke City. This is Arsenal Football Club. And if that was a Champions League game over 2 legs, semi-final or a quarter-final, we're going out of the competition. Because 1-1 at home, playing defensively, when you've got an away leg to play, is not getting you through to the next stage. You're going out. You play a Barcelona, a Liverpool, or anyone, PSG, anyone, over 2 legs, and you set up like that, you're going out of the competition. Absolute madness, celebrating an equaliser. Knee slide. Yeah, I know. The draw was a plan all along. Binks, spot on. You probably, yeah, probably. I reckon the City fans are disappointed with that. I reckon the City fans are really pissed off with Pep. I reckon they're fed up with him. The only difference is that the City board will have the balls to go and get another manager. I was shocked to see Mosquera coming on. Yeah. Brings on a defender because he's defending the set piece. I listened to Roy Keane after the game. I've just watched when I got in. I just listened to Roy Keane. Tells you everything you want to know. Tells you everything you want to know. I told you I'd throw up if Mourinho was in the 11. I need a new ruck. Big up, Nicholas, my friend. Big up. We were 2-2 with Newcastle. Slot put a 6. Yep, exactly. That's the difference. Slot's thinking, how can I win the game? Most managers, their first line of thought would be, how can I win the game? This manager is, how can I not lose the game? Not how can I win it? And then when he has to chase the game, it's like, right, what can I do to try and get the game back? Shane, DJB, who should take over as Arteta? Anyone. Anyone. Man at the fish and chip shop. I don't care. Don't care. The PE teacher down the local school that runs the football team. Anyone apart from this guy. Seriously, that's how bad it's getting there. But I'd like to see Dan. I'd like to see Dan. Hansi Flick, you ain't getting him. You ain't prizing him away from. Yeah. but I'd like Zidane. I think Zidane would be realistic to go and get. Or I'll tell you what, if Klopp's bored, go and tap up Jurgen Klopp. No. You think Marino's useless? I think Zubamendi is as well. Zubamendi ain't much better. Premiership's not cut out for Zubamendi. Premiership is not for Zubamendi. Did you see Declan Rice? He's getting pelters, isn't he? He's getting pelters because he had a bad game, apparently. Do you know what that geezer was doing? He was running and running and running and running, and he was here. He was trying to get on the ball. He was picking the ball up inside of his own box. He was then distributing it. He was then trying to link up play on the other side of the field. He's then trying to link up play here. The guy's got no one around him. He's got two midfield players next to him, and none of them are giving him any support, effort, nothing. He's running. He's trying to make everything work. Everything's trying to go through Declan Rice. Can't blame these players. Can't blame the players. You have to blame the manager. This is on the manager. This ain't the players. Arteta doubled down on his sleeve. He ain't going to be manly enough to admit it, Vivaris, man. He ain't going to come out and admit it. Let's have a look at this today, yeah? Let's have a look at this today. I'll share the screen with you people. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at these stats. There's your stats there, yeah? Look at Haaland's goal. No covering. No covering. Where's the covering there, right? But it happens, yeah? It happens. I get that. I get that. This is what I want you to look at. All this XG. Look at the shots, look. Total shots, 12. Everton had 9 shots at Anfield yesterday. We had 12 shots at home against Man City. And Everton scored a goal at Anfield. Look at this. Look at this. Man City had 5 shots, by the way, 2 on target and a goal. And they were absolutely dreadful. They came to defend. Look. Absolutely terrible. But there's another stat here, people, right? Passes. Look at the passes, right? 245 passes. 271 of those passes were in our own half. In our own half, you know. 271 passes in our own half. Oh, sorry. 245 in our own half. 245 passes. Only 30 odd passes more in the opposition half. Opposition half, 271. 245 in our own half. That's how defensive we are, people. That is what it's like. Oh, look, William Saliba, passes. William Saliba made the most passes. A defender. A defender. Arteta ball, people. Arteta ball. This is Arteta. This is Arteta. Look at him, knees sliding. Get off your knees, Martinelli. Yeah? You've not hit the winner. You've scraped a 1-1 draw. You've got the manager out of jail. Again. Playing down the middle. I'm just not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm embarrassed. Absolutely embarrassed. Glasner would be good. Glasner would be a good. Look what Glasner's doing to Crystal Palace. Look what Areola's doing at Bournemouth. That game today, Newcastle, Bournemouth, it was 0-0, but I tell you, apparently, I watched the highlights. Title race is ready, done. Yeah, it's all done, mate. Yeah, be done by end of October. We could have lost, but not a lot. 5 points is almost as bad as 6 points drift. The draw is also unacceptable, as I said plenty of times day before, but could have been worse. Tell you what could have been worse. I'm trying to think what could have been worse, to be honest. I'll tell you what could have been worse. This manager getting a standing ovation at the end of the game. In fact, some people were applauding him. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, it's not good. It's really not good, guys. How many Arsenal fans predicted that Trossard would play on the left? How many? Yeah, we might have said Martinelli might start on the left. Eze might start on the left. No one said Trossard. He sees things that other people don't see. And I've said it before with this manager. The word logic is not in his dictionary. Logic is not even in his dictionary. He has no logic. Yeah, but he must be able to do something. He's finished runners up. I'm fed up. I don't want to be runners up. I want to win something. How confident, and on your heart, whether you're Arteta in or Arteta out, how much confidence have you really, really got of this man winning the Premiership or the Champions League or even an FA Cup? Imagine that today being an FA Cup round and he sets up like that. You're in extra time and penalties. When we are challenging for title draw, as bad as a loss, we get 14 draws last season. We didn't win quite. No, there's more draws on the way, my friend. Terry Tibbs, my man, there's more draws on the way. Happy clapping fans are making me dislike Arsenal. Jam boy, you want to be there, my friend. It's even worse. It's even worse. Honestly. They're singing Arteta, he knows exactly what we need. Eze on the bench. Yeah. Big up Gunner 67. Big up DJB in the chat. Smelt the line up from a mile off. Possession, new ball. Don't want to win anything. Sacked by Xmas. We'll win the cup with a different manager. I hope so, brother. I hope so. You're a real one, brother. You've been there since the start as well. Yeah. It's crazy. I was embarrassed, man. I honestly. Also admire the Bournemouth manager. Exactly. Thank you so much, top man. I'm off to Liverpool tomorrow for a week. Away back home late Friday night. Joseph, big up, my friend. Yeah, Liverpool, great city. Been there a few times. Love the city. Love the people. Yeah, red or blue, they're Scousers, top people. Love their football and real as well. Says it as it is. If their team are playing crap, they'll admit it. There's no protection. It's sheer football. No one accepted this with Wenger for 4 years until he left. Arteta has problems for 14 months only. 2 years is limit. He will be sacked if he doesn't deliver now. Wenger was getting pelters. It was toxic with Wenger. Told you that before. Toxic. Arteta's had nothing. He's had nothing at all thrown at him. He walks away from that stadium. He bounces up and down that touchline. No one gets on his case. Nothing. Then he goes into the press room. They're asking him simple questions that he can answer. None of the questions are challenging. Nothing. Gets away with it. Yeah, Erik ten Hag wins cups and absolutely gets pelters when he was Man United. manager. Amorim gets asked all sorts of awkward questions. This guy, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Even the most surface level football supporter knows Eze should start. Facts, Lynch. Facts. You ain't even got to be a football manager to know, have you? You don't even have to know a lot about football. Even if you watch football casually and weren't really a big football fan, you know you got to play with a number 10. You know you got to play with Eze in the middle. Arteta is a waste man. Get him out. The players need to start speaking up. It will turn nasty. Saliba will be off, man. Saliba will be gone. He's not sticking around for this. No way. Only after the season's done. Well, if you still believe, Johnny, that's fine. But you tell me, what evidence have you seen so far where you can go to bed of a night and wake up confident that we're going to win the Premiership or the Champions League? Because that's the bar that's been set by all the top gooners. Oh, I'm not accepting the Carabao Cup. Don't want the FA Cup. It's Champions League or Premiership for me. That's the standards that these top gooners have set themselves on no evidence at all. No evidence of the past, because we ain't won anything. If you brought Arsene Wenger back to this football club with his team, he's winning a trophy. Any decent manager with these players at this football club would have won today against Man City. That current Man City team, the way they were set up, Arsene Wenger would have beaten them. David Moyes would have beaten them. Mate, I feel sorry for the players. I honestly. Big up DJB. What is Arteta even about, mate? I don't know. Don't know what he's about. I know what he's about. Image, PR, bullcrap. He's living off of that FA Cup final that he won in his first season. He's living off of that. And he's living off the fact that he's got Champions League football and he's finished runners-up. That's all he's got. That's all he's holding on to. That's all he's holding on to. But the bar's been raised now. It's a different level now. Expectations are harder now. And he knows it. And he don't know what to do. He don't know what to do. He's struggling. He don't know what to do. If the players free central DMs again, it's done. Forget the league. Forget any success. If only expect Arteta's P45, and that doesn't happen. Exactly. One thing for sure, right? One thing is for sure. He will not be here next summer if we don't win anything. I reckon that'll be at the end of the season. He'll be gone. In what world does Eze not start in this team? And again, for a Marino again, for fuck's sake. Don't know. Favouritism. Absolute favouritism. That's all I can put it down to. He must see something in Marino that, don't know. Is it the Spanish loyalty? Is it a Spanish thing? I don't know. For me, he's the Spanish Gareth Southgate. Is gets everyone on side. Good PR. Oh, he's a lovely man. He's all right. He's a good fella. Look what he's done. Yeah. But on the pitch, he don't win nothing. Big up, Michelle Ellis. Big up. Big up. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining the community tonight. Welcome. If you're new to it, sub, smash a like, guys. Make sure you're smashing a like. 57 in the building. Lynch. Yeah, that 20-yard knee slide was a bit much. Mission completed, I guess. Yeah, they're happy with it. How's it going, dude? Oh, good, Monty, my friend. Big up, my friend. Big up. Make sure you smash your like and sub. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're happy with it. 1-1. Yeah. I understand why we bought Mosquera at the end. You're more vulnerable after you just scored, and City were going to get what they lost. That was not the issue of the game. Nah. Bringing on Mosquera made no difference to me whatsoever. Keane and Carragher both condemn Arteta. Well, of course they will. Carragher will, because he knows Liverpool are now massive favourites to win the league. Carragher's going to celebrate that, and he's ideal, isn't it? He's Liverpool, 5 points clear. Watch Arteta go attacking versus Port Vale, though. I'll tell you what, Terry, don't bank on it. Don't bank on it. I'm telling you. Don't bank on it. Oh, you know, what will probably happen, right? We'll probably smash Port Vale like 5-6-0, and everyone will be going, oh, he's a genius. He's marvellous. Who said we can't play attacking football? Look at the football we've played. And he'll get out of jail again. He'll get out of jail. What Todd Duvet are you taking to the games at the moment? At the moment, Lee Ringwood going, it's only a 10. Another couple of weeks, mate, I'll be getting me 15 tog over there. Don't you worry about that. I'll be wrapped up in the 15 togger. Yeah, big up, Lee. Big up, my friend. See, I just can't get my head around how he's set up like that today. I'm all right if I can make sense of it and I can get it in my head, then I'm fine. But I just can't get my head around it, and I've tried to. I've tried to get my head around the reasons why. Is Foden on form? Is he banging out? Is he dangerous? Is he scoring goals for fun? Doku, is he dangerous? Has he been menacing this season? Does he score loads of goals? Rodri, is he dominating the midfield? Then I'm thinking to myself, yeah, okay. Man City are slapping teams 5 and 6s, and Foden's scoring, and this one's scoring. I'd probably think, well, okay, yeah, set up a bit cautiously. Man City have got like 15 points. They're like blowing everyone off the planet. But no, they're not. And we're at home. And what really annoys me is that he got criticised for the way he set up against Liverpool. And he was asked questions about it, and he swerved them. So I'm thinking, he don't really want to put himself under that pressure again, does he? Why would you do the same thing again? You've got to be mad, haven't you? If you've been burnt by putting your hand in something hot, you don't go back up and do it again because it might feel different. Why would you set up like that against Liverpool and take all the stick, and yet play Man City at home and set up exactly the same way? That tells me you've got to be a bit Fruit Loop. We need to win something or he's out. He's out anyway. FA Cup, get rid of him. Carabao Cup, get rid of him. I just want him gone. Otherwise, we've got to sit through another 5 years of this. If he wins the league or wins something and they give him another 3-4 years, then we've got to sit through another 3-4 years of this. I want to change. Football's moved on there. There is none of this managers staying at football teams for 8-10 years now. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Times have moved on. Managers have shelf lives now. That's it. 5 years max. And generally, within those 5 years, they've won a couple of trophies and they still move on. Yeah. Luis Enrique would be a baller, man. Absolute baller. Zidane is going to France after the World Cup. Yeah, probably, my friend. Big up, Kay. Welcome to the community, my friend. Big up. Big up. Yeah, we've missed the boat with Zidane, I think. Unfortunately. Gooner's therapy. There you context. Exactly, my friend. Johnny D, why didn't my square of Saliba was shit? Yeah, I mean, they didn't have to do a lot, did they? Apart from defend one goal. A loss or a draw, or just as bad. As I said, it's not the drawing, it's the fact that we wasn't given the chance to win. He doesn't give the players the chance to even go and win the game. The way he sets up gives them no chance at all. It's always going to be chasing the game if we go a goal down. Why didn't he start Saka? People are saying I could understand why he didn't start Saka. I can't. Because when you're bringing Saka on, when you're 1-0 down, that's more pressure on him coming back from an injury than starting him at 0-0. Has to be. When you're bringing on a player that's just come back off of an injury to try and win the game or get an equaliser, that's much more demanding on a player than starting him at 0-0 and then bringing him off at half time if you're 1-0 up or you're 2-0 up. So if he's fit to be on the bench and come on when you're 1-0 down, he's fit enough to start. So why didn't he start Saka? Why didn't he start Saka on the right, Eze in the 10, Martinelli on the left, or Madueke on the left, Saka on the right. Madueke on the left, Saka on the right, Eze in the middle with Gyökeres. Why didn't he do that? Why do you need to play 3 defensive midfield players when you're at the Emirates? Why do we need them? Why do we need them? DJB, with Arteta, we ain't winning trophies. It's that simple. This guy's not good enough. He ain't good enough, my friend. He's had his chance. Yeah. When we bottled an 8-point lead and we finished runners up, okay, no one probably expected us to be there. Fair enough. Then the following season, he messed it up. Should have gone then. And then last season, we was never in the title race anyway. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool won it at a canter. They all went on holiday. By February, they'd won the league. So it didn't matter who finished second last season because no one was in a title race. Liverpool won it with ease. Just spend the money to get Enrique. He nearly went to Tottenham. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kay. Big up, my friend. Sean Pennington totally screwed that game for you. Man City were there to batter, but set up with 3 fridges in there. Yeah, massive, Sean. Massive, mate. They were there for the taking. You won't get a better opportunity in one season to go and beat Liverpool and Man City in the first half a dozen games. You won't get a better opportunity. Because Man City's next manager is going to be big. It's going to be big. Pep's coming to the end. Pep owes Man City nothing. He's won everything. Trebles, premierships. Pep's time's coming to an end. He knows that. The fans know that. They're not stupid. But what they do know is that a big manager's coming in to replace him. I want to see the GP stats. I wonder how much they're running. Exactly. Do you know what, right? As I said, we had 12 shots. Everton went to Anfield and had 9, dominated the second half. Probably deserved the point. I'm watching Spurs play from 2-0 down. Yeah. I'm watching Bournemouth play good stuff. There's teams in that Premier League that's going to be tough. There's going to be some tough places to go. Leeds have found a gear. Leeds going to Ellen Road is going to be tough. Big up, my friend. Big up. Like the stream. Welcome to. Make sure you're smashing the likes. I just want to know, right, how he can look at that game and honestly say that it was good, or we deserved it, or we deserved to win the game. There can't be, can there? Surely. I mean, even the second half, it was a bit better, wasn't it? But it weren't brilliant, was it, guys? We weren't like carving them open, creating loads of chances. As I said, I can't remember Donnarumma making like loads of saves. Yeah, and even the corners now have dried up, haven't they? Donnarumma was just punching them out the air. He was just clearing his lines. Didn't even look threatening on them, you know. And Noni Madueke, he's had his day in the sun, hasn't he? That's Madueke. What you saw today, that's it. That's it. And I said that, didn't I? Madueke against Nottingham Forest was probably about the best you'd see out of Noni Madueke. That's it. Saka came on, looked much better than him, and he's been injured. Would have started Mosquera. This manager is still rushing players back. Eze has to stay in the 10, but he won't. Yeah, I'd have started Mosquera. I was surprised Saliba started, to be honest. Check this out, right? How come Saliba came back in the team and yet Saka didn't? Right? Why is he starting Saliba, who's just come back from injury, and yet he don't start Saka? But he brings Saka on when we're 1-0 down and chasing the game, when the intensity is a bit more. Rene Sleggers would win us trophies. Absolutely, 100%. I'm telling you. Anyone that knows anything about football would win us a trophy with his team. I reckon, right, that most football fans that have been following football for long enough, people in the chat, myself, people that's got their channels, would probably, over 6 or 7 games with this team, would probably win matches. I don't want to relieve those passes in Sarah hour and a half. Boring. I know. Yeah. 245 passes in our own half. 245 passes in our own half. That's madness. Absolute mad. Terrible. Big up the Suge Mimic for 2 months. Big up my friends. Big up DJB in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe all day long. Big up Suge. Man, I don't know. I don't know what time you must have got up to watch that game. Did you? I don't know whether it was early morning for you, my friend. I'm not too sure the time scales, but embarrassing, wasn't it, my friend? Absolutely embarrassing. Absolute embarrassment. I don't understand it. Yeah, and there was fans celebrating, celebrating this and celebrating that equaliser 93rd minute. Crazy. I was like, go get the ball, Martinelli, when he scored the equaliser. Kim, exactly. Go and get the ball. Stop the knee sliding. Just go and get the ball. What are you celebrating for? Go get the winner. There was still time left. Go and get the winner. What is going on? Big up, Kim. Welcome to the community, my friend. Welcome to the community. Make sure you sub, smash the likes. I was embarrassed. I'm getting embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan now. I used to rock up years ago, like with like chest out, when we had men like Henri and Burkamps, even when we had the Rocastles and the Mersons and all of that. Used to like, oh, used to be buzzing, wasn't it, to be an Arsenal fan? Now it's just stress. It's just stress. You just go into games and you're just thinking like, are we going to win? Is it going to be a draw? And do you know the funny thing, right, Kim and everyone in the community, right? Suge, big up Suge. Do you know the frustrating thing is when you do score predictions, you're seeing like madness, like 4-1 Arsenal, 3-1, 3-0, 4-0, right? And I'm thinking, how are you that confident? Where is the evidence to be that confident to say that you're going to go and slap Man City 3-0, 4-0? You got Gorkarez playing up front, who's expecting food bank deliveries because he ain't eaten for like since he's been at the club. Yeah, because he's getting fed, he's getting no service, he's getting no, he's starving. He ain't getting the ball. He's got Eze and Wanyeri on the bench, and he's playing 3 defensive midfield players. He's playing like 5, 6, 7 defenders. So where are you getting these predictions of 3-4-0 from? Where are they coming from? Oh, it's the Arsenal, isn't it? It's the Arsenal. We're brilliant. We're this, we're that. We're not. We're crap. Just get your head around it, people. Otherwise, it's going to ruin your week. It's going to ruin your weekend. It's going to ruin your year. We are not a good team. We're moments. We'll have the odd good game here and there. We'll go smash Leeds. We'll go smash Forest. We might smash Burnley. We might smash Port Vale. But when it comes to proper games, like hard games, like the game today was a cup final against Man City. Liverpool are 6 points clear. So today's game was so important. It was a pressured game. It was a must-win game. And we failed miserably. So where are we a good team? Where are we a good team? Good teams don't fail when they need to win. When they need to get the job done, they get the job done. The manager and everyone gets the job done. I thought Martinelli and Marino would start. Didn't see Trossard starting. No one saw. Brennick, no one saw Trossard starting, my friend. No one saw it. No one saw it. You could live on Mars and wouldn't be able to see that. Johnny D, please explain this. If you blame him for 5 or 6 out of the 2 wasted, why isn't that 5 or 6 enough to say he's not good enough to sack him? It's not about the 5 or 6, AJ, but absolutely 100% no, my friend. You're 100% right. This ain't been happening over 5 or 6 games. This has been happening season after season after. This is nothing new. We was talking about a similar thing, what happened many times last season. Why is he playing Marino? We've had this conversation. Why is he playing that one? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? This is conversations that we've been having all the time. You know? This is kind of, this is happening all the time. When did you become an Arteta out? What was the final straw? I think when we bottled that 8-point lead. I had my doubts before then, to be honest. I always had my doubts when he was the manager, but he won the FA Cup, and then he showed a bit of passion, and then we was playing some good football. Some of the football we was playing was okay. We were scoring goals, but when he bottled that 8-point lead, and certain games, Europa Cup, certain games in the Europa Cup, it was bad, like really bad decision making. That was it for me. That was it. I'm thinking this ain't the man for the job. I've never been 100% convinced, but I'll say this. Yeah, I was like, okay, give him a chance, but then nah, bottling that 8-point lead, that was the icing on the cake for me. That's when I really thought to myself, nah, we need a change. We need a change. And not only that, though, Dan, I just feel any manager that's been at the club for 5-6 seasons, even Arnie Slot, after about 5 or 6 years, it's time to go, isn't it? It's time for a change, Otherwise it gets stale and they start making wrong decisions. AJ, because we gave it a good go in League 3 and 2 seasons ago, last season, 27 injuries, 5 reds on players and referees. This is the first year where he has the complete team. No, all teams have injuries. It's part of football. It's in your risk assessment at the start of the season. Teams have injuries. Teams get over the line with injured players. Teams win games with 10 men. Can't blame referees. Red cards happen. Yeah? Can't keep blaming injuries. You don't win anything making excuses. Trust me, Jamboy, it's not worth the club. Doesn't care about us. They don't. I wanted Eze in the 10 to start too, but once again, Arteta has shown he's a coward. He won't play Eze in the 10. He won't play him in the middle constantly while Odegaard is injured, because if he balls out, scores goals, assists, he's then got a problem. Because when Odegaard comes back from injury, he's then got to drop Eze. And he can't do it. So he's keeping Eze at arm's length so that when Odegaard comes back, he can just slot Odegaard straight back into the team. And he hasn't got to explain himself. He don't want the questions of, why are you dropping Eze? Why now Odegaard is fit, you drop in Eze? He's been scoring goals. He's had 5 assists. He's scored 5-6 goals. Why are you dropping Odegaard? He don't want to be put in that position. So if he keeps Eze at arm's length and just drip feeds him games here and there, when Odegaard comes back, he can just slot him straight back in the team, no questions asked. That's how this man thinks. That's how he thinks. Big up, Suge. I'm so sick of this manager. So am I, my friend. Why am I not sleeping at night for a 1:30 a.m. kickoff for the rubbish Trossard is on the bench, player for the mid-table team, but he starts for us? Don't know, my friend. Don't know. Don't lose sleep over it. Suge, honestly, be like me, my friend. Just try not to let... I say that, Suge, but it ruins your day, doesn't it? It ruins your day. It's ruined my evening. It's ruined my weekend. And I'll be peed off tomorrow. Yeah. I'll be peed off tomorrow. I'll go into work. I'll get stick from other fans and all of that. Johnny, if you fail to deliver, he must go. Yeah, I know. This is what I'm saying. What you're doing, John, see, the problem is you keep making excuses for this football manager. He's not helping the football club. This man you cannot let a manager be bigger than the football club. You can't do it. You have to call it out. You can't keep going around in circles with the same problems and the same situation week in, week out, week in, week out. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because of that. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, yeah, but he done that. Oh, yeah, but he done that. Yeah, but has he won anything? No. Did we lose? Well, we didn't lose. Okay. Did we drop points? Yeah. Have we drawn another game? Yeah. And then it gets to December and Liverpool are like 8-9 points clear. Then we get the FA Cup in January. And he's binned it by February. By the end of February, we're at the FA Cup. When it gets to the 5th, 6th round of the Carabao Cup, he bins that. So we're out of 2 domestic cups. 9 points off the Premiership, and we're struggling in the Champions League. Yeah, but we finished second 3 years running. Yeah, but what about this season? Are we going to win anything? No. And then come next season, we've got him again. Coming out onto the pitch at the end of the season, last home game of the season. Do not settle for second best, guys. Yeah, so do I, mate. I said I'll take the guy down the chip shop. Anyone. Go to the local secondary school and goes, your PE teacher any good at football? Yeah, he's won a cup at our school. Yeah, does he want the Arsenal job? Imagine it. Wenger under him, he would have beaten City this up 100%. 100%. I'm telling you, Wenger would have got that team in a situation to beat that Man City team today. For you, both cups is not enough. For 80% of us, it is. He will stay 100%. I'm not saying, listen, this is where you got me wrong, Johnny. I want the FA Cup. Trust me. I want the Carabao Cup. I'm the one that's been saying that Wednesday's game against Tuesday or Wednesday, isn't it? We were going up to Port Vale Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. I've said that next week's game against Port Vale is massive. I've been saying it since day one, that the Carabao Cup is the one cup that I want to win. Because it's a stepping block. Because you have the final in February, and then if you're still in touching distance of the Premiership and you win that Carabao Cup, that gives you the confidence to go on to the rest of the season. It's a real big morale booster. It's a good cup to win. It's a day out for the fans. It gives the players confidence. There's still plenty of season left. Gives the players confidence going into the Champions League and playing the latter games of the Premier League. Next week is massive. And if he bins it, not next week or the next round, I'll be absolutely gutted. I was mortified against Newcastle. I walked out. First game I've ever walked out in. That home league against Newcastle. I was absolutely gutted. Spitting feathers. I don't care what cups he wins. He's got to go. If he wins the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, not good enough. He still needs to go. Good enough that he wins it. I'll be over the moon that he wins an FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Not for him, for Arsenal, for the fans, for the players. Not for him. Not for him. The fans deserve a trophy. The players deserve a trophy. They've stuck by him through thick and thin. They've played his tactics. They've backed him. They've not cussed him in press conferences. They've stuck behind him. They've played his system. The fans have got behind the team. The fans have backed him. So if he wins an FA Cup or Carabao Cup, I'll be celebrating for the club, for Arsenal Football Club, not for him. He's put me through too much pain. I'm not celebrating it for him. I'm not bigging up Arteta. I'm telling you now, we ain't winning at St James's Park. It will be today all over again. Jam boy, we don't do well at St James's Park anyway. We bottle it. We bottle it. They get stuck into us. The crowd get behind them. Honestly. You think Zubimendi's going to stand up at St James's Park? He gets bowled over at the Emirates. He goes over like a 10-pin roll. It's like 10-pin bowling, Zubimendi. He gets bowled out every time a player comes near him. Marino spends half his time on the floor. Declan Rice is running around like a blue-ass fly, trying to make things happen. Yorkeres is running round here, round there, left, right, dropping back. Don't know where to turn. Don't even get across. How many times have you seen Yorkeres head the ball? He gets nothing. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys. It does help us out. Big up AJ, my friend. Big up the mods in here. Big up everyone in here. Big up everyone that's locked in. There we got 49 in the building. All smash a like, guys. And if you're just passing through, you got to go to bed, no problem. Just smash a like. Make sure you sub. I think I'm only about 30 odd away from being 2K now. So if we can get to 2K, at least we can celebrate that, people. Yeah, at least we can celebrate that. Come on. What was the reception by the fans in the stadium? Yeah. Listen, they get behind him when they come out. When the team comes out, they get behind the team. Honestly. But there is little niggles now. There's little niggles. There's pockets now. There's some breakaways. All right, there's some breakaways. It's not all rosy now. There's cracks starting to appear on the terraces, like there was when there was Wenger. You know, Johnny, do you think Arteta will change the lineup and tactics at Newcastle? He won't. He's going to go defensive at Newcastle. He'll play exactly the same way. He'll start Marino, Rice, Zubimendi. Thing is, right, what people don't realise, that's fine playing three defensive midfield players. If you've got a defensive midfield player that's like a Paul Scholes that can spray the ball and pass the ball 30, 20 yards, play a through ball, and you got wingers that can actually beat their man and get crosses into your number 9, that's fine. But we ain't even got that. We've got 3 defensive midfield players that pass the ball 5 yards. They pass it between one another. And then we've got wingers that can't beat their man and get a crossing. So it all breaks down on all levels. I've seen teams play defensive. I've seen teams set up not attacking, but they've always got that magician in midfield that can unlock a pass to their and split the defence, or a winger that can go past a player and get a cross in for their number 9 to head the ball. We ain't got that. We play with 3 defensive midfield players, and they're all like for like. They're all the same. It's just that Rice is better than the both of them. Marino's got no pace. There's no pace in our midfield area. Name me one of them defensive midfield players with any pace. Rice ain't got no pace. Zubimendi ain't got no pace, and Marino's got no pace. So you're not even got a defensive midfield player with any pace that can actually get the ball and run past anyone. Suj, if he plays Marino in the 10 again, Newcastle, he should commit Harry Carey after the game if he doesn't win. Well, Johnny, watch this space, my friend. Trouble is with this manager, he will hear that most of the fan base wants Eze to play, so he will do the opposite, because that's what he does. That's what he's like. That's what he does. What's that? You want to play Eze in the 10? Nah. Sorry. Doing it my way. I'm in charge. I'm Mr. Arsenal. You be grateful that I'm here. You just be grateful that I'm your football manager. What's happened to Skelly? Kieran Tierney settings. Kieran Tierney. Now, that's another option he could have done today, couldn't he? He could have played Skelly in midfield as an attacking midfield player. He could have played Skelly in midfield. He could have played with 3 midfield players. He could have played with Marino, Rice and Skelly. and have Skelly as like the attacking option. It's another option he could have had. But no, don't want to play him. And yet Top Gooners would tell you that he was a genius last year for discovering Skelly. Total masterclass. Gareth at least played 2 Euro finals, something Arteta can't do. Yeah, I'll give him that. He played in 2 Euro and choked. Didn't know what to do. 2 Euro finals and bored everyone to death. Went 1-0 up against Italy and then sat back. 58 likes. Come on, people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mentality is with us now. We've got no mentality. You only create good mentality if you get over the line. If you keep finishing runners up and losing semi-finals of cups, your mentality goes down. It's like it's like these people, right? It's like having your drive. I mean, I don't know because I passed first time, but it's like going for your driving test and you fail. And then you have another one and you fail again. Then you have another driving lesson and you fail again. After the third lesson, you just go, no, I'm sod that, I'll get a bus. Can't be bothered. Your confidence goes. It's like these players. It's like they're failing their driving test every time they walk onto the pitch. Oh, runners up again. Lost again. Missed again. Carragher is more than happy. Of course he is. Any Liverpool fan would be. Oh, he's tossing the League Cup and FA Cup because this man thinks he's going to win the Premiership and the Champions League. He thinks he's bigger than the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, this manager. They're beyond him. They're way beyond him. You know, Mikel Arteta has won everything. He ain't going to be bothered about an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. And you're going to have a fan base that backs him. This is the problem. Big up Gavin, my friend. Big up the Johnny. Big up the Sude. Big up everyone in here. All my regulars are in here as well. And if you I've had some new people to the community as well. So big up to everyone. Thank you for joining. Martin Tapp's back in. Big up Martin Tapp. Totally agree with everything you're saying. Talking facts. Facts. Big up the E20 zone, my friend. Big up. How you doing, brother? I need to get your number, my friend, off of Aaron. Get Aaron to give you my details, and we'll have a little chat about our football clubs, my friend. We'll do a live. We'll have a little chat about it. Hope you well, bro. That's another real one. E20 zone. Big up, my friend. Did you go to the demonstration yesterday? I hope it went well, brother. Hope it went well. Keep it going. Keep it going. DJB, it could have been worse if Haaland squared that ball to Foden. They could have been 2 up. Exactly. If City had really wanted to go for it, I think they could have won it. If City really wanted it, they could have won it. I reckon City fans are absolutely spitting feathers. City set up like we did at Anfield. Our Man City played at the Emirates. That's how we played it. That's how we set up at Anfield. The only difference is they've come away from the Emirates with a draw. We come away from Anfield winning nothing. And as I said to you before, when we failed at Anfield this season and we got it wrong, why would you make the same mistake twice and get Man City at the Emirates weeks later and set up like that and get it wrong again? Yeah, big up E20 Zone, man. Go and make sure you sub to E20 Zone. Yeah, if you're if you're interested in what's happening with West Ham, or if you follow football, I often drop in to see how West Ham are doing. He's scared to get embarrassed, but it's more embarrassing watching the way we play. Yeah, facts, my friend. Facts. Big up Lynch. Saliba could have done a couple of things differently on that goal. He had a chance to challenge Reinders early in the attack. Yep. Plus, he should have picked up Haaland being the last man regardless. He should have. There should have been cover as well. Should have got round on the goal. But listen, things happen in defence, don't they? On the whole, the defence don't do bad, do they, really? you're gonna get mistakes in defence. Mistakes are going to happen. Just one of them things. But what I'm saying is, if the manager sets up right and we take the game to City, they might not have even been in that position to get an attack on to score a goal. They might have been too worried about defending. Yeah, exactly. Sujic's like asking for meteorite falls at Anfield while Liverpool plays all die. We will win. Will we win the league? No point asking what will never happen. We have the best depth in the world. We have the best depth in the world. Have you seen that Barcelona team? Seriously. Big up DJB. What happened there today, pal? Arsenal could have a bit weak City team. You had the home advantage. Mems, exactly. Exactly, Mems. Manager, my friend, doesn't it? The manager. Set up not to lose. Watch when West Ham come to the Emirates, right? Now, West Ham are in the mud. Big time. Yeah? West Ham are in the mud big time. But I'm going to call it here, right? And you're all going to think I'm mad. But when West Ham come to the Emirates, they will set up in a way, they'll leave Bowen up the top. They'll drop Paqueta back to pick the ball up. And they'll try and hit us on the break. They'll have Souček back as well, right? And they'll frustrate us and we won't be able to break them down. And it'll either go one or two ways. They'll either nick a goal or they'll come out of there with a draw. I bet we don't batter them like we did Leeds and Forest. I bet you. And I'm not saying that because our friend D20 Zone's in the building. I just know exactly how that game's going to go. Because West Ham will turn up at the Emirates. Especially if they've got a new manager. And Fulham away, don't even go there because that is a nightmare for us anyway. Silver's got this manager's number like Eddie Howe. Xavi for Arsenal. Yeah. Do you know what? Wouldn't be a bad shout. Wouldn't be a bad shout, E20. Wouldn't be a bad shout. I'd take anyone. I don't think I'd take Potter though. Don't think I'd take Potter. But do you know what? I just want him gone now. Seriously, it's painful. Painful. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely painful. Look at the players he's got. Look at the quality of team that he's got. Saliba walks into any team. Gabriel walks into any team. Rice walks into any team. Saka. Timber. The goalkeeper. Look at the quality we've got in that team. And he's honestly, and he's playing as if you painted a wall and you're being forced to sit there and watch it dry. Bringing on a centre-back in the last minutes when you need to win. I know. Ridiculous. E20, I want Xavi too. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. I'd take Xavi all day long. Winner 100. 100%. DJB, you must admit the keeper was man of the match. He made it look easy for very good replacement, Redson. I don't think he was man of the match. He didn't have a lot to do, did he? Couple of crosses he had to deal with from corners. Other than that, he didn't have a lot to do, to be honest. He didn't have a lot. I'll tell you who was man of the match. I'll tell you who had a good game, who worked really hard, got their team up the field, won free kicks, held the ball, run timber, run into space, kept the ball, took the pressure off of their team. Doku. I thought Doku was brilliant today. No one mentioned Doku for man of the match. I thought he was brilliant. Doku for them absolutely done a job and a half. He really did. Bit like our oh God, what's his name that went to Tottenham from? How can I forget his name? That went to Tottenham from West Ham. How he played last season against us. Doku was brilliant today. E20, Xavi is so successful. Yeah, I'd have Xavi, man. Anyone that can win games, anyone that can win big games. Scared to win. 100%. Totally scared to win. How can you be scared to win with that team? How can you be scared to win with that team? Do you know what I mean? I watched David Moyes go to Anfield yesterday. And first half, I thought Liverpool looked decent. I thought, oh, hang on here. Liverpool are back. They look magic. But I tell you what, that second half, and how good is Grealish? How good is Grealish playing, you know? And I said, I'd take him. Oh, I don't want Grealish. He's washed up. His legs are gone. He's trouble. He's this. He's that. Blah, blah, blah. Honestly, Everton look a completely different team this season. Spurs look good. Spurs don't look bad. They're going to be tough to beat. Brighton are going to be tough to beat. Crystal Palace are going to be tough to beat. Look what Mateta's doing. And now they got Wharton back in the team. They dominated that game against West Ham yesterday. Do you know what I mean? All these teams are going to be tough. Fulham. There's no easy team in the Premiership. People are looking at the top six. People are going like, oh, Man City. Yeah. There's going to be tougher teams to play this season. There's going to be some real tough teams this season to play. And if we set up like that, we're going to get picked off. We ain't going to win. We might not lose many games, but we ain't going to take 3 points. And if you get 14, 15 draws this season, you ain't winning the league. You ain't winning the league. The only time they're going to change our fans is when reality hits them. Reality will hit them. When Saka goes, when Saliba don't sign contracts, when Declan Rice gets turned, when Gyökeres falls out with a manager, and we start getting bombed out of cups, and we start finishing fifth. And it will happen. Watch Man City get Luis Enrique. AJ, 100%. 100%. Team like Man City have probably already tapped up their next manager. They're in advance. When they got Pep was tapped up about a year. They all knew way in advance that he was coming. Team like Man City, I'm telling you now, have already made plans for their next manager. And it won't be Mikel Arteta. Guarantee it. All Arteta cares about is earning 15 million a year, trip to Dubai, top 4 finish. It seems that way, doesn't it? It does seem that way. It does seem that way. I just don't understand his logic behind the team selection. I don't understand it. I can't get my head around it. As I said, there's certain things in football that I can understand. There's a lot of things in football that I understand, and I understand the reasons why managers do certain things. But I just don't get this man's thinking. When you're at home at the Emirates and you're 6 points behind Liverpool this early in the season, and you're playing a Man City side that's a bit rocky, that's not firing on all cylinders, and you're at home and you've spent all that money in the summer window, and you've got people like Eze, Wanyeri, and you've got all those attacking options, knowing that you've got a solid foundation behind you, knowing that you've got a good defence, knowing that you've got solid central midfield players that can defend. Why don't you go and attack and express yourself and get everyone firing? I just don't get it. Don't get it. Get the likes up, guys. 66 at the moment. Let's get to 100 likes. That will be fantastic. If Saka was fit enough to play 45 minutes, why didn't he start? He should have started. As I said to you before, Jam Boy. Yeah? Bringing on a player when you're 1-0 down, they're under more pressure and more intensity than starting them from the start at 0-0. The pressure was on Saka coming on 1-0 down than if he had started at 0-0. So by that logic, you should have started him. Then if you go 1 or 2-0 up and he's feeling a little bit tired, bring him off, change him at half time. But at least give the team a chance to go and win the game. Give them the opportunity to go and score. Play your best team, like Brian Clough did, like Alex Ferguson did, like all the top managers do. Fit enough to play? You're starting. Start with your best team, hit them 1 or 2 up, then you make the changes. But by starting how he started, didn't give the team the opportunity to win the game. It just gave the team the opportunity not to lose it. That's all you was doing. You was just there not to lose. You wasn't there to win. You know? It's like being at a wedding, isn't it? Being invited to a wedding. You're not the groom, you're just there to celebrate it. Crazy, man. There you go. Big up, AJ. Big up, AJ. The women have got the winning mentality, haven't they? Take the Sleggers. Let's have Sleggers in. Why not? I said a woman manager would be managing at men's football one day. One sec, guys. Hold it there. I am just going to go and get a quick drink, and I'll be back because my throat's dry. And I'll be back in 2 secs, guys. Alexa, turn on the living room light.
Okay.
Yeah, back again, people. Back again. Yeah, no, I think there's ways of drawing matches, and there's ways of winning matches and losing matches. And I ain't got a problem with losing a match. I ain't got a problem with drawing. It's just the manner. It's just that when you know it can be avoided, or it's got a chance of being avoided, that's the most frustrating thing for me. It's not the fact that we drew. Well, it is. But what I'm trying to say is it could have been avoidable. You know? If we hadn't have had our best players available, where they'd been suspended or something like that, then I'm thinking, okay, well, there's not much choice. But when you've got players available, match winners available, and you start with that lineup, that's the frustrating thing for me. As a fan, you just want your best team playing to the best of their ability. Win, lose or draw, you want to, as a fan, you want to be given a chance. And it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Dazza, I'm done with Arteta personal now. Real talk here. Cheers, E. Cheers, mate. Yeah, we try and keep it real. This manager, man, has got to go. Bit like your manager, mate. Bit like your manager, E20. For different reasons. You want your manager gone because he's getting everything wrong, and you want to go up. You want to climb up the table. You know, I mean, being a West Ham fan, you know, your expectations are slightly different than being an Arsenal fan, and I get that. You've still got expectations, but it's different. You know, it's probably finishing in the top 6, European football, good cup run, playing good football. That's all West Ham fans want. Good football, attractive football, top 6 or top 7, FA Cup run, Carabao Cup run. With Arsenal, it's like winning the Premiership. And if this manager can't do that, and he's been given the opportunity to do it and all the tools to do it, and he's been given the time to do it, and he's still making the same mistakes, then it's time for a change. But this is what I'm trying to say. This is what gets me. He's still making the same mistakes. If he was learning from his mistakes that he made in the past, you'd have some sort of respect for him. But these are the conversations that we're having now that we had last season. Why is he playing this? Why is he playing Marino? Why is he doing this? Why is he setting up with 3 defensive midfield players? Why ain't he playing this one? I think last year it was like, why ain't he playing Martinelli? Why is he playing Trossard? Why is he? So it's the same conversations year in, year out. He's doing the same mistakes year in, year out. I got up at 1:30 a.m. to watch that crap. Nicholas Vivaris, man. I know. And I keep saying it, you know, just because I go to watch the matches doesn't make me any better fan than all of you guys, even if you don't. Respect to every single one of you. We're all Arsenal fans. We all want the best for the football club. But this is unacceptable. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No true Arsenal fan can accept that lineup today. You can't even think of an excuse of why you've set up that way. I don't want to hear, oh, yeah, well, Saka weren't fully fit and perhaps he might play Eze in midweek against Port Vale. I don't want to hear it. I agree. This is not the way of Arsenal. Victory through harmony. It's unforgivable if you don't win trophies. There you go, Johnny. Totally unforgivable. It's what you brought up on as an Arsenal fan. You brought up on winning trophies. I was brought up on seeing Arsenal go to FA Cup finals and winning FA Cups, winning the double in 1971. Yeah, winning championships, going to Anfield, winning 2-0 against a fantastic Liverpool team. Probably one of the best teams in Europe at the time. Winning the cup. Big up Static. Big up my friend. 70 likes, like and subscribe. Come on, my friend. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Big up to you every time. Absolute legend, my friend. I was done with Arteta last summer, transfers and appearances. Yeah, Binks, I said it. I said that you can give this manager prime Messi, prime Ronaldo, prime Pirlo, prime Ronaldinho. Yeah. Busquets, Iniesta, Maldini, Maradona. You can give this manager all of them players and he will find a way not to win. He will find a way. That's why I said when everyone was getting excited about Gyökeres, I said, I'm not getting excited. Oh, what's the matter with you? He's number 9. He's scoring all these goals, blah, blah, blah. And I said, Mikel Arteta's still the manager. I'm not getting excited. Arteta is still the football manager. Oh, we've got Eze. Eze's coming. We've got Eze. Yeah, great. Fantastic. Still got Arteta as the football manager. He'll find a way to kill him. Why would you pay 60 odd million for Eze? that's just won the FA Cup. And in the two biggest games of the season so far, he's benched him. Benched him against Liverpool, benched him against Man City. Two of the biggest games of the season so far, and he's benched him. And you want me to get excited that he signed him? You want me to get excited that he's signing Gyökeres and he's touched the ball 6 times in 5 games? He's touched the ball hardly anything. Made a goal for himself, scored a penalty. And the other goal, by the way, that he scored was a set up by Eze against Nottingham Forest. Oh, and by the way, Eze set up Martinelli's equaliser today, yet he benched him. Yet he don't start him. 2 assists Eze's got. This manager's a fraud, mate. He's an absolute fraud. He's nicking a living off of this football club. £15 million a year. £15 million a year. Big up for the super chat, Joseph Connor Golden, you absolute legend. Big up DJB. When I saw the game on Sky, one of the fans I heard scream at Mourinho, pass forward. Shocking, that midfield. Man, what can I say? If you heard it, I was hearing it live as well, my friend. Honestly, there was people going, get him off, move the ball quicker, pass it forward, sort it out, Arteta. What are you doing, Arteta? Get Eze on. There was all sorts of being shouted out. But there was fans telling other fans to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. So this is the problem. This is the problem you've got. You've got your real fans that know what's going on, and you've got your other fans telling the real fans to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And these fans have never seen Arsenal win anything. These fans think that Arteta, it's the best they've ever seen. Probably didn't even see the Invincible team. Didn't see the George Graham team. Yeah. Big up, Joseph. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Absolute legend. 100%. Heard that too, yeah. I'm glad you heard it. I'm glad people heard it. Big up, Binks. I swear if they lose to Port Vale. Oh, man. Me and Normsky are there for the penalties. Oh, it is Wednesday because we're doing the midweek mingle, the Wednesday on the midweek mingle, and me and Normsky are going to watch the penalties live. Going to watch the penalties live. E20 zone. If you're still in the building, mate, don't worry about the hammers. Trust me, you're coming to the Emirates and getting a draw out of it. At least you're going away with a point. Don't worry about that. That's your cup final. You always win your cup final. Defo Binks, dreadful mates. Odegaard looks like good. Yeah, he's coming back, and we've got Odegaard to come back, haven't we? That means we will have to put up with Arteta for another 5 years. No thanks. Absolutely, Andrew. That's what worries me. I want to win a trophy, of course I do, but if it keeps this man in the job, I don't know. Tell you what, right? If you was to say to me, FA Cup or a new manager, what do you want? And as much as it pains me to say it, long term, for the benefit of this football club, I'd want a new manager. Top Gooners will understand that we're on about Arteta is gone, another manager comes in and wins trophies. 100% Jam Boy. 100%. 100%. I'm telling you now, any decent manager with these squad of players is winning trophies. The players are too good. I'm not blaming the players. I can't. I was looking at, as I said to you before, players will have stinkers, and I'll say, "Oh, he's had a bad game today." Blah blah blah. That happens. Players have good games. Players have bad games. When they're consistently having bad games, I'm thinking, not for me. Not for me. You get that? You don't understand some of the players at the club, why they've been bought. But when you've got the players that we've got, and we're playing like that against Man City, I mean, come on, guys. That first half, man. I say the second half weren't brilliant, but the first half, honestly, seriously, how can that be acceptable? 2K incoming. Big up, Lynch. That'd be 100. I'll be well pleased with that. That'd cheer me up a little bit. Not because of whatever. It's just an achievement, isn't it, guys? And it's all to you guys as well. I'm so grateful, honestly. I love doing this, and I've got a really good community, a really good following, and 101 respect to every single one of yous in the chat. And anyone that passes by, anyone that's just discovered me, yeah, big up to everyone. I got Liverpool fans in, I got Villa fans in, I got West Ham fans in, I got fans from everywhere in, and it's really appreciated, guys. Thank you very much indeed. 100%, 78 likes, and it's the sit back. And I'm sitting back now. I'm chilling out now. I'm getting over it now. I'm still pissed off, but I'm getting over it. Gerald Lewis passed my driving test on the 4th attempt. Guess what I did on my 3rd? Foul. Changed my instructor. Maybe Arsenal should consider the same. Facts, Gerard Lewis. Big up, my friend. Welcome to the community and the smash a like, my friend. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. You fail your driving test after the 4th attempt, and then you think, hang on a minute. You passed after the 4th. Sorry, you passed after the 4th. Because on the 3rd, you changed your driving instructor. There you go. There you go. Says it all. Yeah. You've come runners up 3 times running. You don't do it a 4th year. You sort out the manager. You change the instructor. In this case, you change your manager. Fantastic. Big up, my friend. That's what you do. If things are not going right, you change, didn't you? Why'd you stick? If you owned a business, right? You owned a business. You're selling merch. You own a menswear shop, and you're not getting the sales. And you walk past the shop, and the window is all dressed up crap. You got like ring gear, and you got proper like shirts, and they're not being shown or not being highlighted, and the sales are down. And you go to the manager, what's happening? Oh, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing, all right, I'll give you a chance. And then in a year's time, you're still not taking any money. You don't stick with the same manager running your shop, do you? You go and get someone better. You go and get someone better that can put on good displays and make things happen and know how to talk to customers. Why would you stick with the same manager? I don't get it. Any big up Corrupt, big up my friend. Alfie, big up. Welcome to the community. Arteta out, Donald Trump in. Oh, I don't know about that drastic. I don't know about going down as far as that route, but I see where you're coming from, bro. Big up, man like Danzo. Big up, my friend. Welcome. Oh, facts, man. You just don't do it, do you? It's like schools. If the school's failing and they fail Ofsted, what do? They go and get a new headmaster or a new headmistress. They don't stick with the same one. Just don't get it. These aren't kudos, exactly. I'm well behind on the chat. It's kudos, 100%, 100%. Kudos, Doku done what Kudos done, guys. Doku played today like Kudos did against Arsenal last year. He had a brilliant game today, Doku. I was well impressed with him. Held the ball, run with the ball, took players on, got his team up the pitch, drew fouls. He should have got. I don't know if he did get man of the match. Big up BBK, big up my friend. Make sure you go and sub and follow the BBK all the time, every day, mate. Every day. Another real one. Was you impressed, BBK, today? What was it like, my friend? How was you feeling? I apologise on behalf of football lovers that we were subjected. I hid my face at the start of the stream. I was embarrassed to show my face, BBK. I didn't want to be recognised as an Arsenal fan at the start of the stream. DJB, you're right. The draw could have been avoidable. Arteta is almost completely at fault for only getting a draw. There you go, Johnny. Big up to you for admitting it. And it's not the first time he's been at fault. This is what we're saying. He's not learning, is he? He's not learning. Yeah? He's not learning. He's like that naughty school kid. You're keeping him in at lunchtime every single day. And every single day he's still kicking the ball at the windows and smashing the windows in the school playground. So you bring him in at lunchtime and he still ain't learning. That's Arteta, isn't it? He's the naughty school kid that ain't learning. Always in detention. Always in detention. I had them to win 2-1. Mims, you crackers, mate. I never had them to win. I never had them to win. I think I might have said they could win, though. You would think Eze is from another country, doesn't know the league, the language. Eze knows the league, knows the teammates internationally. 100%. 100%. You'd think they'd have plucked him out from Mars. Yeah? Oh, he needs time. He needs time. I'm hearing Arsenal fans say that these new players can't come into the team straight away because they don't know the system. I'm hearing all sorts of excuses. It is just bullshit. I can't listen to it anymore. Really can't. I could seriously end up getting into trouble if someone comes out with a load of crap at the Emirates. Lucky enough, I got real fans next to me, like a nice group of fans. But I tell you what, if anyone gave up their season ticket and put it on the exchange and I get a rogue come and sit next to me that's full of crap, mate, I'm losing the season ticket. I'm telling you, I'm probably getting carried out the ground. Seriously, Eze was ready at Ramfield, ready at the City. Yeah, he was ready for everything at Lynch. Ready for everything. Big up to El Guna TV. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Another real one. Reinders came in, has played every minute. Exactly. Jack Grealish starts for Everton all day long. Reinders starts for Man City. Eze would have been better off staying at Palace. I reckon he feels that. He ain't winning trophies. He's forgiven. 16 likes for 100. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. I'm happy on the arrival, not Arsenal supporter, then getting stick from the rival fans the next day. The pain your manager puts you in is fan Wenger would have won this match today easily. Yep, facts. Icy Spicy. Big up, Icy Spicy. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Big up to you. Big up the Icy Spicy, man. All day long. DJB, you're right. Draw could have been avoided. Of course, it could have been avoidable. You would think, oh, I've read all these. What am I doing, man? Didn't see Goycrest today, DJ. Need Havertz for these big games. he's coming, B1s. Havertz is coming. He's teed up. Havertz is teed up. I'm telling you. You can't blame Gyökeres. What's he's getting? I told you. He's on food bank settings. He's starved. He's down the local food bank. He's getting it delivered tomorrow. He's hungry. Man's starving. Man is starving. New manager. That's what I want Khawaja as well. Big up. I predicted 2-1. It was close. Oh, Lynch helps, man. Helps. 90 likes, big up. Northside is live. Can you raid him afterwards? Yeah, I might do, yeah, if I can. Oh, of course, I'll raid him. Lynch, 100%. 8 more taps on the likes. Come on, guys, let's go. Mikel Bin Laden now. He'll bin that. I'll tell you what, Carabao Cup, 93 likes. Bosh. I can see Yorker having a massive fallout with the manager. Geraint, I said this, brother. I said this. He's going to get frustrated, but he needs the service. He don't even get the opportunity to latch onto a decent cross, does he? He don't even get crosses into the box, do we? Do you know what's stupid, right? Do you remember we was going through a phase all last season and the season before where we just kept lumping it into the box, crossing it into the box, crossing it into the box, and we didn't have a number 9. We didn't have a striker, and we're crossing balls into the box. We've now got a striker, and we don't even put a cross in. Make it make sense. We was crossing ball after ball after ball after ball when we didn't have a number 9. We've got a number 9. We can't even cross our hands. Food bank settings. It is food bank settings. It is all day long, my brother. He's queuing up, mate. He's on the streets. He's begging for food. Oh, Yorker is. He's starved. Absolutely starved. Glasner in January. Now we're talking. I'd take Glasner at a drop of a hat. That manager's doing wonders at Palace, isn't he? Look what he's done to Mateta. Who would you have right now, Mateta or Yorkeres? I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it, guys? Come on. What are we doing here? Seriously. Berto Mancini now. Anyone that's a winner, I'd have. Arteta is stealing his food. He ain't even getting any food. Mateta, B1s, big up, my friend. Welcome to the community. Make sure you smash the likes as well. Come on, guys. We're nearly there on nearly 100 likes. Bosh. Can call Ranieri. He can work miracles. Yeah, Pasky, honestly. The problem is, right, we have had enough time now, haven't we? If you've been in a job that long, and they're these players, remember, this is his squad. So he's been with these players, what, 3 seasons now? 4 seasons he's had these players? He's had the majority of these players a long time. And he's training day in, day out on the training field. Day in, day out, day in, day out. He knows them. He knows how they move, their moods, everything about them. He knows these players. And yet we still can't win anything. How is he not winning? How is he setting up like this against Man City? I've only just got over the Anfield. I couldn't get my head around the way we played at Anfield. I only got over that the other week, and then he goes and drops this on me against Man City. What is he doing? Honestly. In all seriousness, is though, right? Can you honestly see this team winning under this manager? I can't. He's got excuses of bringing in more players this season. The excuses are pre-planned. Gooner pickle. I tell you, we're in a pickle, my friend, big time. I don't see where excuses can come from. I don't see how you can pass this as not being his fault. I don't know I can't for the life of me think, even if I was Arteta in, and I was 100% behind the manager, I would have to put this result today down to the manager. Even if Zidane was in charge and we performed like that and we set up like that, I would have to put it down to the manager. I'd have to. Liverpool is my team, but Arsenal is my second team. Oh, big up, Cavan. Big up, my friend. It's funny that, isn't it? People say you can't have a second team. I haven't really got a set. Well, I've got a team that I look out for. I look out for my local team because, you know, when I couldn't make the Arsenal back in the day and I grounded my son watching football, my local non-league team. So I do look out for my local non-league team. I like non-league football. I like lower league football. I think it's important. I do. There's results that I follow non-league, and there's teams that I follow non-league. But I do have not second favourite teams or favourite teams, but I do watch out for a team that I do like to see win, or I like to see do well. I've got to be honest. There is a Premier team that I do like to think, oh, you know, I'm glad they've won. Not against Arsenal, and I don't ever want them to beat Arsenal. Of course I don't. But when they're not playing Arsenal, or I always look out for them. And that's Fulham. I've got a little soft spot for Fulham. Yeah. And I think what it was is because my brother-in-law is a Fulham fan. And he lives in Suffolk. And he used to come down here back in the day when Fulham were like Division 2. And I used to go a couple of games with him just to keep him company, just to watch a game of football. Arsenal weren't playing, or, you know, they were playing in Europe or whatever, and I couldn't get to the game. And I used to go and watch Fulham. And yeah, lovely little stadium, Craven Cottage, good fans. So I always watch out to see if Fulham win. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, don't support them. I mean, Arsenal, you know, they're in the veins. They're my life. Arsenal are part of my life. It's like my kids and my family. Arsenal are like my family. It's part of my life. But you know, there's sort of teams that you look out for, aren't there? You know, a lot of fans like look out for Newcastle. They've got this thing about Newcastle, haven't they? You know, the Kroenkes piled a ton of money into the LA Rams a few years back. They won the Super Bowl. I just wonder the money they've chucked at Arteta if there's nothing. Do you know what, Geraint, right? I've been saying this, and I've said it time and time again. When the Kroenkes first took on Arteta, he's probably first aim was to get them established, get them competing, get them in the Champions League on a regular basis. And they threw a bit of money at it. And he's got them there. Now the money's been thrown into the club. Now the manager's had time, and he's got us competing regularly. He's got us into Europe. I think the next level now is to win things. I think the Kroenkes now are thinking, right, okay, enough's enough now. Especially Josh Kroenke, because Josh is the one that actually runs the club. His project, and it's not the old man's. It's the son's, isn't it? And I'm thinking he's thinking, right, no, you've had your time now. Time to cough up now. Time to win trophies. Problem is, Arteta doesn't change anything. His subs are woeful. Yeah, they're woeful, and he makes them at the wrong time. 84th minute, and he brings on Wanyeri. Make it make sense. Trossard's having a stinker, and he brings on Wanyeri. Gives a chance to youth criminals, especially when you have Ethan, who's starved game time. Yeah, he's another one. Ethan and Jokeres, they're both, honestly, they're both starved. They're both food bank settings, I'm telling you. Yeah? They're going down the middle aisle at Aldi trying to get some bargains. What's going on, people? Him and Jokeres are meeting up in Aldi's, trying to get the old bargains. The old yellow ticket food, isn't it? The old reduction stuff. The suspense is killing me. Lynch. Oh, man. Honestly, brother. It's killing me. It's killed me now, Lynch. I'm telling you. I told you, Lynch, innit? You know, didn't you? Supporting Arsenal's like driving in the fog. Driving in the fog, brother. Can't see where you're going. You're nervous. And you're driving with caution. That is Arsenal. Supporting Arsenal. Driving in thick fog. Arteta is obsessed with players who hoard the ball. He's got the team playing in the way that he used to play, which is a problem. 100%. Big up to everyone. Anyone got a burner account? Oh, dear, my friend. What do you think of Marino? Is actually good at, honestly. Emmett, big up. Welcome to the community, my friend. I'll tell you what he's good at, playing for Spain. Do you know why? Because they've got a manager that knows what they're doing. So when Marino and Zubamendi play for Spain, they look different world. Different world. I'm not impressed with Zubamendi. He ain't done anything so far to impress me. I like my midfield players to be creative, busy, make things happen. He don't do anything for me, Zubamendi. He's not better than Partey. Fog lights, fog on. Exactly. Emma smashed the light, brother. It says something when City's number 9 was the best centre back. Why did he still play 2 DMs when they had no strike on the pitch? Exactly. Exactly. We had Haaland like playing in defence. Oh, boom. 100 likes. Big up, my friend. You're absolute legends. Big up. 100%. The magic 100 likes. If you haven't subbed, if you're new to the community, make sure you put a sub on it. Have a little sub, and yeah, it does help. It all helps, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Would you take Xhaka over Zubamendi? I weren't a Xhaka fan. Xhaka to me had one season. One season Xhaka had. I used to find him very, very frustrating. However, I think Xhaka and Rice would have made a better partnership. And he's doing wonders at Sunderland. Big up to him. On current form, I'd take Xhaka. On current form. There you go. Can I go to bed now, DJB? Jam boy, go and get your cocoa. Fill up your hot water bottle. All right. You can't have my sleeping bag. You're going to need your own sleeping bag or duvet. Mine's at the Emirates. All right. Go and get your cocoa and get yourself off to bed. You're an absolute legend, Jam boy. Respect 100 from the community, from the chat. Big up to you, my friend. Have a wonderful sleep and thank you very much. We're going to wrap it up in a minute because I know it's getting late, people. Big up, Jam boy. Darren Martin. Big up, Darren. Another real one. 100%. Go on, a Jam boy. You get off to bed. Me and Lynch will tuck you in a minute, all right? Night, Jam boy. Say good night to Jam boy, everyone. Night, Jam boy. 102, let's go. Go to bed, Jam boy. Go on. Big up, my friend. Before we go, let's give Port Vale predictions. I was just going to do that, okay? You're ahead of me. You're ahead of me. This ain't easy, keeping up with the chat, because I like to involve all the chat guys. Yeah? So, this ain't easy. Look. Michelle, night, Jam boy. See, you're getting it. Big up, Michelle. Night, buddy boys. I'm still here. Look, he can't go. Give us your prediction, Jam boy. A real one this time. I don't want to hear your foot like you did against Man City, 4-1s and 4-0s. Yeah. 3-0 Arsenal against Port Vale. Let's have your predictions. 20 minutes then, bed laugh at. You'll be on the breakfast tomorrow, won't you? You'll be with Shane Gooner tomorrow. Yeah. Port Vale, Newcastle. We'll do Newcastle next week in the mingle, right? Because we're doing the Wednesday mingle, me and Normski. Make sure you tune into that. That's brilliant. Midweek. Oh, I've got some cracking tunes coming up in midweek, guys. If you haven't watched the midweek mingle, go back and watch the midweek mingle and check out some of my lyrics to some of the Christmas carols and tunes that I've made up with his football club. Me and Normski. Honestly. It's a good bit of laugh, that midweek mingle. We chat Arsenal, we chat football, but we do have a laugh as well. It's 5-0 5-0 Arsenal. Jamboy's going 5-0. Michelle's going 5-0. Johnny Dark's been taking the old whatever he takes again. He's sniffing something. I don't know what he's on. 7-0. I'm gonna go. My prediction against Port Vale, 3-1. Port Vale will score. Port Vale will score, people, because he's going to play Incapi. He'll rest Timber. Yeah, he'll play all sorts of madness against Port Vale. Dowman might play. Wanyeri will start. Oh, he'll start them all against Port Vale. Of course he will. He'll start them all. Yeah. He'll start them all against Port Vale. 5-0 Gavin. If he starts Eze, Wanyeri, Dowman, Yorkeres, I can see them running away with it. Yeah, possibly. Always tricky places to go, though, them sort of places, midweek. They're not easy. They're not easy. They're not easy. Don't underestimate these little teams, you know, in the cup, because they've got nothing to lose. They've got nothing to lose. Full rotation. I hope 4-0. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'll go 3. I'll tell you what. I'll go 3-0. I'll go 3-0, people. Remember Grimsby against Man United, folks? Exactly. Gooner Pickles going for a scrappy win. I'll tell you what, Johnny D, right? You got more chance of Jamboy going to bed than Arsenal winning 7-0. Right? Martin Tapp's giving it 3-0. Yeah, I reckon 3-0. I'll go with you, Martin. Big up, my friend. Bit more realistic. BBK, Kepa, White, Mosquera, Incapi, Skelly, Norgard, Ethan, Odegaard, Dowman, Martinelli, Trossard. Yeah, I'll go with that. Kepa's definitely getting a shout. White, if he's fit, will get minutes. I don't know if he'll start him. He'll probably start Timber. He might start Timber and then bring on White for minutes. Mosquera's definitely starting. Hincapi's. I reckon Mosquera's starting with Saliba to give Saliba more minutes. Get Saliba more minutes. I bet he starts Mosquera and Saliba. He'll play Hincapi at left back. Norgard will start, definitely. Ethan will start. Odegaard, if he's fit, will get minutes, definitely. Dowman, yeah, definitely. Martinelli, Trossard, yeah. You won't be far off of that, BBK, my friend. Big up. You won't be far off of that. Port Vale away, 1-3. Win Arteta will be heartbroken. He wants out of the competition. Darren, I'll tell you what, mate. I'm not gonna disagree with you. I can't see Port Vale winning, but I'll be honest with you, bruv. Who knows with this football manager? Who knows? Players don't know whether they're coming or going. 1 minute, you know what I mean? 1 minute they're playing all defensively. Next minute they're having to chase and try and win the game. They don't know whether honestly, they don't know their head from their toes, do they? They ain't got a clue. Full rotation so he can flex his squad depth. Yeah, that squad depth, BBK, that massive big squad depth that's going to win us everything. We'll see, brother. We'll see. Play guys that needs to play. We need to keep guys sharp, and we do have to keep Newcastle in mind. Exactly. That's a big game, Newcastle away. You see, this is what I'm trying to say, right? What we done today, or yesterday now, last night, what we done yesterday against Man City, what he doesn't realise now is by us drawing that game has put more pressure on that game at St James's Park. Because every time we drop points, there's more pressure loaded onto the next game. And this manager under pressure don't perform. So the Newcastle game now has become massive. If we'd have beaten Man City today and gone to St James's Park and got a draw and played well, I'd be thinking, okay, we don't normally do well at St James's Park. We've played well. I'll take it. If we'd have got the 3 points today. But the fact that we haven't got 3 points at home against Man City, because this manager's set up all wrongly, we have now got to go and win at St James's Park. So now, you're right, Lynch, the game against Port Vale is a problem. Because who do we play? This is what I'm saying. If we'd have got 3 points today, the game would be the team picks itself against Port Vale. And Newcastle away makes it kind of less pressurised. It's just crazy, man. We know all we need to know is low block and we're fucked. Don't make predictions. Darren, true, my friend. It's a total mess. Tell me any good relationships between players on the pitch? Nowhere. Yet these blind Arsenal fans love Arteta. Exactly, Darren. There ain't no good relationships. Rice can't be enjoying playing midfield. He can't. He's running his absolute socks off. Seriously, whether you think he's had a good game or not, you cannot underestimate his work rate. I don't care what anyone says. His work rate is incredible. And yet I look at Zubimendi and I'm thinking, what are you doing? I look at Zubimendi similar to Havertz. I just don't see what he brings. He's the guy that turns up with cans of Coke at a bottle party, isn't he? You know what I mean? You're all there at the party. Bring a bottle. And man rocks, you got knocks at the door and you got people bringing bottles of wine and nice beer and stuff like that. And then you got the man that brings the lemonade bottles and the Coca-Cola. That's Zubimendi and Havertz, isn't it? They're turning up with bottles of water at a 40th birthday party. Just don't see what he brings. If Port Vale knows us, works us out, I'm going to sing Tottenham Forever instead of North London Forever while I dance by my horse spaceship. Johnny, we're going to clip that. We're going to clip that, brother. I'm telling you. We're going to clip that. If Port Vale beat us, Jamboy's going to wear a Tottenham shirt. And he's going to go to bed on time. Arteta can't manage under pressure. He can't. He's had chances, hasn't he? He's had chances. Yeah. And see how we set up today against Man City. That's how we would set up if we were playing quarter-final of the Champions League first leg. He was set up like that. That's how he'd set up. He's just got this mentality of how can I not lose a game? There is no forward thinking on how I can win a game. It's all, how do I not lose it? Mind you, I was disappointed with Man City. I've got to be honest with you. Disappointed with Man City. I've seen nothing from Man City that's telling me they're going to win this league. But then it's Pep, isn't it? I've seen Man City start seasons before, and yet Christmas they sort of like turn the corner and they click into gear. See, when you got a manager that's won stuff, when you got players that are winners, you could never write them off. It's like Liverpool; they'll just keep going and going and going because they've got winners and they've got a manager that's got over the line. We ain't experienced any of that. That's why I say that the Carabao Cup's important. And I've said it before. This manager has won the same as Glasner in less time than Glasner, and Glasner has had less time than him and spent less money. Yet Crystal Palace have won exactly the same. Big up to them as well. Start Eze at Port Vale, 100%. Why not? Why wouldn't he start Eze against Port Vale? Man's hardly played football. Even the Arteta sexuals are moaning. It may be a great awakening to the poor manager. Yeah, of course they're moaning. They're moaning now, but if we go and slap Port Vale, suddenly Arteta's the best thing since sliced bread. They flip-flop. Whatever the narrative is. They'd be moaning now, but if we beat Port Vale and beat Newcastle, they then start lauding the manager up as if he's the next Messiah. Whereas we're consistent. We know what's round the corner. I've said it all along. We might get moments. We might get the odd game. We might slap up the odd team. We might go to Newcastle and win. But long term, over a period of time, and when it comes to big trophies, he's not winning them. Simple as that. We'll beat Port Vale heavily. They will be Arteta's a genius. Absolutely. 100%. Zubi's a great passer, but he just gets easily bullied. I haven't seen it, Gona. I'm sorry. 100 respect to you. If you've seen it, that's fine. But I've not seen it. I've seen great passers over the years. I've seen Scholes. I've seen Andre Pirlo. I've seen great passers. And this Zubimendi is meant to be in that category. He's meant to be the next Paul Scholes and the next Andre Pirlo. I don't see it. I see him as a very safe, get the ball 5 yards, don't really take on his man, don't run past anyone. I just don't see it. Thanks for the result. We closed the gap 1 point behind you. Big up, Jack. Crystal Palace FC. There you go, brother. Big up. I'll tell you what, can you... if you finish above us this season, can we have your manager? Please. I think your manager, honestly, you got Mateta as well. Great place that is, Crystal Palace. I love one of the best away days that is. Is that the Spurs shirt, isn't it? Jam boy, if Port Vale beat us, you've got to do a forfeit, right? Come on. Think of something, Lynch. I want this manager sacked live on Sky in front of Gary Neville. Yeah. It won't be pretty. Jam boy, nobody will talk about Port Vale after Port Vale. Nobody. Listen, they're tough places to go. Don't disrespect the Vale. I'm telling you, that's a tough place to go. I remember going to Oldham on the drastic plastic once and getting beat. I was at Wrexham as well when we got done in the FA Cup. I've seen good Arsenal teams get beat away from home. Trust me. Against lower leagues. It ain't pretty and it ain't nice and it stays with you forever. I was at a barbecue, was told to bring a bottle, and no joke, these two blokes turn up with bowls of fruit. Was it Havertz and Zubimendi? That's what they do, bro. That's what it is. Honestly, that's your Havertz and Zubimendi. You'll be at a barbecue, everyone will be chilling. Even if you don't drink, you bring a bottle of wine or something, don't you? You might not drink it, but you go, oh, this is for the wife, or this is for your girlfriend, or this is for your whatever, or this is for the table. Yeah? Man like Havertz and Zubimendi turn up with bottles of water or something. I just don't see. Listen, Zubimendi might prove me wrong, but I just can't see it. Perhaps someone can tell me if they've seen him dictate games and spray passes left, right, and centre, and get the ball and take on 2 or 3 players and open up the play. I haven't. That's what I was hoping Zubimendi was going to bring, but I haven't seen it. I've seen Zubimendi get bowled over. I've seen Zubimendi get caught in possession with his back towards the goal. I've seen Zubimendi get easily pushed off the ball. That's all I've seen. Jamboy, I was thinking Marino and Saka will score for Port Vale, and we'll have to put up with another week of we're back. Yeah, we will. We will. We'll beat Port Vale, and the fans will they'll forget about the Man City game. If we beat Newcastle, the Man City game and all that won't matter. Won't matter. But I tell you what, if we lose the league by 2 points next season, they'll all be saying, oh, if only we'd have beaten Man City at home. I thought City's team was weird. Hardly any DMs full of pacey players, Doku, Foden, Silva. How can he afford to put that Lee's weight team out, still get a point and nearly 3? Exactly, my friend. Exactly. I weren't impressed with City. I was impressed with Doku. I thought he played really well. And Haaland's Haaland, isn't he? Haaland's Haaland. Took his goal well. That's what he does, isn't it? Difference between Haaland and Yorker is his levels. Johnny, you'll be in the chat loading it up, mate. He will. Johnny will come on next Sunday, sit back if we beat Newcastle, and he'll be like, I told you. No chance. Pressure will be on Newcastle like never before. We need to win. How will it be on Newcastle? Ain't going to be on Newcastle. There'd be more pressure on us going to Newcastle. Newcastle are at home. They'll take the game to us. Poor Eze, 2 games, 2 massive assists. Yeah, he'll be benched. He won't let him ball out too much, Darren, will he? You can't have Eze balling out. Because if Eze balls out and Odegaard comes back, he's got a problem. He's got to drop Eze. And he won't know how to do it. He don't know how to handle big players, does he? I'm so glad you ain't got Glasner. We have lost 2 of our last 36 games. Bloody title winning form, that. That's incredible. Chat, let that sink in. Crystal Palace, you know. Crystal Palace. What's a manager? Honestly. They've sold Eze and Elise, 2 of the best players probably in the Premiership. And this is not as if they're missing. They've sold Eze to Arsenal, and it's as if they're not missing him. Adam Wharton, by the way, who I wanted, is a brilliant player. If I was saying go and get Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace, not Zubimendi, go and get Wharton. If Arteta gives me one of those 15 millions of his, I'm making his team for him and he'll win laugh out. Zubimendi is too lightweight. Hey, I just don't see what he brings, Darren, bro. Big up to you, my friend. Zubimendi's not even a Makalele who gets it, moves and... No, he ain't. He's not a Kante. He's not a Makalele. Oh, no, no, I'm not having it. I'm not having Zubimendi. As I said, I'll judge him what I've seen so far, and Yorkeres as well. I know he's not getting the ball and he's starving and he's all on food bank settings, but when he has got the ball, and I have seen him in some of his decision making, I'm thinking, what are you doing, bro? So yeah, we overhype players at Arsenal, don't we? We're it's a bit like England fans with the England national team. Yeah, we put these players on a big pedestal. When they come to Arsenal, they're the best in the world. They're brilliant, fantastic. But are they really? Are they really? Who would you start, Haaland or Yorkeres? Isak or Yorkeres? Etatike on current form or Yorkeres? Who are you starting? You know? Zubimendi or Gravenberch? Zubimendi or McAllister? On current form, you wouldn't be starting them, would you? Nah. Chelsea will get their act together. Don't worry about that. Please like the stream if you haven't. Yeah, big up, my friend. Big up, AJ. Always make sure you smash a like. Make sure you're subbing. If Port Vale beat us, Jamboy has to buy 100 Sovs merch from the Armory. Jamboy's gone to bed. He's bailed out. He's bailed. He's gone. Jamboy's gone to... No, he ain't. I think he's still in. Darren Sullivan, with today's rip-off prices, that will win the dog Teddy and the Medway game. Jamboy. If Port Vale beat us, Jamboy, right, you have got to... You've got to buy I Love Havertz t-shirt. Yeah? Or Arteta is God. Lord Arteta in t-shirt. AJ, no, you're good. I'd rather take 100 mil for Wharton. Adam Wharton's a good player, man. Adam Wharton is a good player. I would compare Zubimendi to a poor man's version of Paul Davies. That's going back a bit, though. Guna Pickle, Paul Davies was a good player, man. Paul Davies was a very good player. Zubimendi ain't in that league. But I see where you're coming from. See, the problem is, right, at the start of the season, I said, when the window was open, go and get me an exciting midfield player. We need a central midfield player, someone that's going to break the lines, someone that's going to run at players and make things happen. Yeah? Bit like what Saka does on the right, but in the central midfield area, coming from deep and just taking players on and just opening games up. And we didn't get that, did we? We just signed a player like for like. No one's any different. And they keep selling the best players. Johnny D is Newcastle win, sack him before the bin. Yeah. We could go another 3 or 4 games. Fulham away is going to be tough. Big up your legends. Big up my friend. Big up Jamboy. Good night, Jamboy. He's going. Big up my friend. Sleep well. I thought Glock looked a bit overweight today and was shocking. He don't look overweight. He just, I don't know. I can't get on his case because he just hasn't got the service. So I can't really get on his case, people. But he hasn't looked good, has he? He hasn't looked good. But he's scoring goals. I mean, he's got 3 out of 5 games now. I'll give him a break because, as I said, he's not getting the service. He's playing in... Listen, this manager knows how to throw players off at the end of a cliff. He's doing it with Gyökeres. He's doing it with Eze. He's done it with Martinelli. He's done it with Trossard. He's done it with Jesus. He's doing it to Skelly. Come on, man. He's not the manager to play under, is he? Gyökeres is probably thinking, what the hell have I done here? The Gravenberch goal was amazing. He's really is instantly good. He's insanely good. Michelle, he is. He's very underrated, he's Gravenberch. Definitely. We ain't got any of them, have we? We ain't got any of them. 103 likes, my friends. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up. Thank you very much. There's a photo of Martinelli posing with a man of the match trophy. He's smiling like he won the game for us. How's he got man of the match? I thought Doku was man of the match. And that's me being unbiased. That is me being unbiased. How you see what gets me right? They give man of the match for people that score, like just because they've scored a goal. Well, why didn't Haaland get man of the match then? What did Martinelli do different to Haaland? I mean, Jack Grealish yesterday was brilliant. And yet I think the punters gave the man of the match to TK or something. But did you see what Grealish was doing? Some of these crosses he was doing and some of the way he was like controlling that left-hand side. And do you know what I mean? Can we stop giving people just because they've scored a goal, man of the match, and have a look at their all-round play? It's what gets me with these pundits. They go with a narrative all the time. Oh, he scored a goal. Yeah, he's man of the match because he saved the game for Arsenal. He scored the equaliser that saved the game and he lobbed the goalkeeper. Yeah, it was a good goal, but man of the match, really? Doku was brilliant. Spurs same point as us. Yeah, there you go. What, that washed up Spurs team that finished that sacked their manager after winning the Europa Cup because of where they finished in the league position wasn't good enough, wasn't at the standard of Tottenham Football Club. They're on the same points as us. Who'd have thought that, eh? There you go. Arteta out 100. Massively. I've had enough of him, Lynch. I want him gone. He's killing my football team. No, DJB. Henry is spot on about Gyökeres. Yeah. Listen, I'm not giving Gyökeres a bad time, man. He's a striker that needs service. All strikers rely on supply, and as I said to you before, he ain't getting it under this system. That's why he wanted Sesko. He don't know how to get the best out of Gyökeres. That's why when Havertz is fit, he's bringing Havertz back in the team because he's comfortable with Havertz. He's safe with Havertz. He can play his system with Havertz. Can't play it with Gyökeres. Gyökeres poses a problem to him, and he don't know how to handle it. Thomas Frank, another manager. Yeah, Areola. There's a question, right? If Mikel Arteta was at Crystal Palace, if Mikel Arteta was at Bournemouth, if Mikel Arteta was at Brentford, would they finish in the top 6? I'll tell you where they'll finish. Championship. He'd relegate them. No money. No money. You get Brentford for what it is. You get Bournemouth for what it is, and Crystal Palace, and you go, there you go, there's your players, get the best out of them. Can you imagine Mikel Arteta setting up that Crystal Palace team in the FA Cup against Man City when they won it? Can you imagine Mikel Arteta setting up a Bournemouth team? Bournemouth are third, aren't they? Fourth. They were everyone's favourites to go down this season. They was in there. Imagine Mikel Arteta managing a Wolves team. If Trent was still playing, Grealish would have cooked him over and over again. Young Connor Bradley did very well. Connor Bradley did do very well. He done okay, but Grealish was excellent yesterday, man. He's been good all season. Michelle, Grealish has been good all season. I like Jack Grealish. He's old. He's another old school player, isn't he? You know, he says it as it is. He's good with the fans. He always goes over, and you know what I mean. He's sort of bloke you go down the pub with, and he's the, you know what I mean. I find Declan Rice like that as well. You know, he's got a good personality. He's Jack. I like Jack Grealish. No chance they would be relegated. Facts, Darren. 100%. You imagine it. They would be relegated. 100%. If we get Arteta, sell Odegaard and Marino, then get me Quentin Timber, Eric Garcia. That's right back's cover, and Garcia is proper 8. 100%, my friend. Big up, Suge. Facts there. Yeah. Couldn't agree with him, honestly. Hey, DJB, my friend, was gassed about Gyökeres, but I told them, don't be shocked if Gyökeres don't do well. Jim Bob, big up, my friend. I said it. I said it when we was linked with him, when we was going to sign him. I probably was one of the few Arsenal fans that didn't get excited. And that's not because we didn't get a number 9. It's because under this manager, it doesn't matter. I said that he will make him look bang average. I said Gyökeres will come to Arsenal and he'll make him look bang average, and he'll open himself up to all sorts of criticism. And that's what's happened. He looks awful. He looks awful under this manager. And that's not because Gyökeres is a bad player. Arteta out, I mean. Exactly. Suge, I know what you mean, brother. Big up. Suge, trade Mikel Marino for Quinton Timber, then trade Odegaard for Morgan Rogers, then new manager. Done. Yep. I'd have sold Odegaard as well. I'd have got rid of him in the summer. I reckon Arteta get win more squad dog bites in training. Yeah. Jesus, man. What must Win the dog be thinking? He's probably rocking up in his doggy talk, talking to other dogs and going, here, do you know my name's Win? And the other dogs go to him, why's your name Win? You're owned by Arsenal. Who named you Win? They must have been having a laugh. I love Jack Grealish. I hate what Pep did to him. Yeah, same here, man. He's another. Say what you like about Pep, and you can't knock him because of what he's won and his record. But he has nullified football, hasn't he? He has turned football into being a bit boring, hasn't he? Jackie G is top drawer. He is, man. I like him. I do. I like Jack Grealish. I can't help it. He's one player that I like. I was scratching my head for a moment, Suge, for a moment. Pains me to say, as a West Brom fan, but Grealish is back to being how he was free leash, take on players and create top player. Dale Summers, I saw Grealish, Aston Villa, when he was playing at Aston Villa, he was incredible, honestly. And he turned up at the Emirates, I think, when they done us, and he absolutely run the show, completely run the show. And he's back enjoying his football. He's playing well on the left. And that's credit to David Moyes. Credit to David Moyes. You know? Look what he's doing to Everton. Great football club, Everton. Really is. Can we please trade 29 Mateta for the Crystal Palace, please? Thank you. I'd take Mateta. Not under this manager, though. Wait till we get a new manager and I'll give you the players that I want. I don't want any players under this manager. I don't want anyone signed now. That's it. Don't give him nothing. I'd take Rodgers. Yeah, I would. I would have took Rodgers at the start, Suge. I'd have taken Rodgers all day long. Not under this manager, though, my friend. Not under this manager. No way. Draw the dog. Draw the dog. Lose the dog. Oh, dear. Unbelievable. I wonder what old Berta's thinking now. Berta's probably thinking, oh, whoa, hang on a minute. He's probably rocking up and he's probably thinking, I've got you, Gyökeres. I've got you, Eze. I've got you, these top players. I've got you, Zubimendi. No, he didn't get Zubimendi. He was signed like last year when he was signed about 3 years ago, Zubimendi. God knows where he got from, but anyway. I've got you, Gyökeres. I've got you, Eze. And you're killing them. What are you doing? Berta's probably thinking, what am I? I'm not going to give this manager any more players. He's probably going home, getting on the phone to Kroenke and going, yo, don't give me any more money to sign players because he ain't getting another player. My low point of the weekend was seeing Arteta celebrating down the touchline. Yeah, that was my low as well. Why didn't he get booked for coming out of his technical area, by the way? He's not out of it a little bit. He's running down the touchline, getting the ball for a throw-in. Why ain't he getting booked? Big up, Darren, man. Guys, 2 hours, 52 minutes. You have been absolutely brilliant. This has been a good huddle. I started the stream. I was embarrassed to show my face, people. I was scared to come out because being an Arsenal fan. But then I realised I was safe amongst you lot. But big up everyone in the community. Make sure that you smash a like. Make sure that you sub if you haven't subbed. I want to say thank you to every single one of you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, great huddle. Always a great huddle on here, my friend. If Arteta has a fit squad, he'd play Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, Madueke. Facts, Suj. Facts, my friend. You know, real one. Darren Sullivan, real one. Big up Darren Sullivan. Always. Absolute disgrace what I saw today for you guys today. Billy the Red Devil, total disgrace, my friend. Total disgrace. If you'd have seen me at the start of the stream, I was embarrassed to show my face, Philly. I didn't want to be associated with it. I was embarrassed. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm fed up with it. I'm sick of it. I'm annoyed with it. I can't be doing with it anymore. I'm not going to stand for any excuses. Yeah. No more excuses. I don't want to hear this manager being protected. I'm not listening to other streams that protect this manager and make excuses for the football team just to get clicks and likes and all that crap. I'm saying it as it is. I'm a real one. Over 50 years supporting this club, still going to games and watching them, and I've had enough of it. Yeah. If you want to follow me, guys. What you will get, you'll get decent conversation, you get a good laugh, and we'll say it as it is and we'll keep it real, people. Yeah, we'll keep it real. That's what you're going to get. Cheers, Michelle. Bless up to you. Bless up. Gavin, bless up, my friend. Don't be embarrassed. Real ones know it's the manager. Yeah, I know, my friend. We're just having a bit of banter. But yeah, I'm fed up. Arteta F off. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Enjoy your night, everyone. It's 10 a.m. here and another day in the office for me. Suge, don't work too hard. I bet the sun's shining, though. I bet it's getting nice and warm. It's turning dark, cold and miserable here. That's another thing, isn't it? Clocks will go back soon. It'll be getting dark at 4 o'clock. It's windy, it's rainy, it's getting cold of a morning, cold of a night. And you want to watch your football team to cheer you up. Yeah. You got the country all over the place. Every time you turn on the news is bad news. You got a government that can't run its own can't run its own dinner. All you want to do is turn on the TV watch the Arsenal or go over to the Emirates, watch your football team, brighten your day up, play brilliant football and win games. And what you get, you have to put up with that. Absolutely ridiculous. Big up, DJB. Appreciate your live streams. No problem. No problem, my friends. Make sure you sub. Make sure you smash the likes. Go and sub and follow all the real channels. You know the ones they are, people. You know the ones they are. What is my next show? I'm on with Lee tomorrow with the Rat Army, 6 o'clock. Round about 6 o'clock. That'd be interesting. Then I'm the OGs tomorrow night with Aaron. That'll be another interesting one. Can't wait for that. Tuesday, we have the Retro Show back. We didn't have it last week because of the Champions League. Retro Show is back on Tuesday, me and Shane. We'll be showing some brilliant kits. Shane's hosting it this week. There'll be some smashing kits on there. So come along, watch the Retro Show. If you've never seen the Retro Show, it's all on my playlist. It's all on Shane's playlist. Go and watch it. It's a good release from everything. It's a really good show. Then Wednesday, I will be doing my midweek mingle, me and Nomsky. That's around about 9:40 in the evening. We'll be doing the midweek mingle. And then on Thursday, I've got a brilliant treat for you. It's the Thursday chat. Me, Kenny Ken, and the one and only Dan Potts is joining us as well. So we'll be on the Thursday chat. Me, Kenny Ken, Dan Potts, Aaron, if he can join us as well. And I think Rashid's popping along as well. So, yeah, the Thursday one will be a big one. So, yeah, come and join me on that. And then next Sunday, we're back to the sit-back session. I'll be on with DG as well in the week as well, the Deluded Gooner. That will be interesting. All next week's going to be in some interesting shows, people. Interesting shows. Cheers, Callie. Big up, my friend. Merch was in the shop, V Forest. I didn't like one item. Sully, my friend, the merch is always out. What was that training top they had on the daily? What's the orange and all of that? What is all that about? What is all that about? This is what I mean as well. None of this modern day merch matches our original colours. When was we ever in orange and black? What is all that about? It's all, honestly, it's ridiculous. But anyway, people, yeah. So we got some stuff coming up. They've got 3 letters with the orange, and I don't have a clue what it means. No, not a clue. Not a clue, Sully. Honestly, all I know is when you go and buy it, it costs an absolute fortune. That's all I know. Joey Smith, big up to you, my friend. Thank you for dropping by. Make sure you sub. Smash your like, people. It's been amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Stay safe. Love to everyone. You're absolute legends, all of you. Thank you very much indeed. Sleep well. And, yeah, big up to everyone. Stay safe. Make sure you smash a like. Laters.